1027 WNEW, New York.
Hawk Facts. Broadcasting live from beautiful Midtown Manhattan, where on a clear night you could almost see J-Lo expanding her empire to a size rivaled only by her own ass. It's the Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Hawk. And now let's introduce your hosts, two guys who know that Italy hasn't gotten their balls kicked that hard since World War II. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez WNEW, radio's stunning upset.
On a Fez Show. I'm Ron, the glum-looking man sitting across from me is Fez WNEW.
I'm blue today, Ronnie. I'm blue.
Now, I'm just the opposite Fez. I had a fantastic day. Beautiful weather. I found myself out at the park, looking at chicks, smoking cigars, feeling free, feeling good about my life.
I had a nice enough day until I went to the mailbox.
Yeah, what happened?
They're waiting for me, Ronnie. A jury notice. Jury duty notice.
That is your responsibility as a citizen of the United States of America.
Not just any jury duty notice, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I have grand jury duty notice. Now, what does that mean?
That's the long, deep one.
That's the one that's like months at a time.
Now, when I was...
That's the one that they kept for 8 years trying to get Whitewater on Clinton.
Right, exactly. That's the one that can go on indefinitely, Fez. And when I went to jury duty, people that were trying to get out of jury duty were threatened with grand jury duty by the judges.
I went right to the punishment.
Yeah. You would have been, you were normal in the punishment. Here's actually the judge from grand jury.
Court's adjourned.
It's Judge Dredd. It's a very, very quick one. I just looked up and saw it there and thought I'd try.
Ooh, I'm in trouble.
You don't want to go to grand jury? You're not proud of the United States of America?
I don't want to get locked up for 8 years. Trying to see if the Clintons did it. I don't care anymore.
Maybe you'll be involved somehow with some kind of anti-terrorist bill. Going after terrorists.
Could I possibly be on that?
Fez WNEW. Maybe trying to drag Martha Stewart down from her high horse.
That'd be nice. That one I'm in on.
Shake the tree and knock her down. Now, I was on one of these juries, but I picked Peruvian, and I found out it was a Graham jury.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were up all night. And
now, on the notice they gave me, it said I can go anytime I want.
Sure, and then it'll keep you.
As long as it's before June 28th, and I have to report to the courthouse between a certain hour and another hour, and then I just have a grand jury interview to see if I end up on a grand jury.
Why don't you just walk in there and tell them that you're gay?
Why would I do that?
I just want to hear you admit it. I really do.
And what would that have to do with the Martha Stewart case?
I just want to know.
What?
All right, Roy Hampton's, your dad's a judge, right?
Yes, he is.
Court's adjourned.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd Hamptons. He has dreads, too, which is weird to see a Rasta judge.
He actually had a gavel at their dining room table. How does the whole grand jury deal work?
What the grand jury is for is to make sure that there's enough evidence for a case to actually go to trial.
So I would be on a jury that decides if it's worth bringing an indictment.
Exactly,
Ooh.
yes.
Indictment. See, if I go in there knowing all the legal terms, they're going to keep me.
Sure. No, not necessarily. They're not.
I
Looking,
know too much.
They're not looking for somebody who's watched Law and Order. Maybe if you
I've watched his Night Court with Harry Anderson.
Maybe if you go in there wearing a Law and Order T-shirt and acting like a groupie, they'll get rid of your ass. I'll tell you one thing. Don't go in there and try to get out of it. That's the people to get effed.
Right, that's the people that they go, okay, fine. Fancy, you'll sit here.
I don't know if they'll call you fancy.
Probably.
If anybody knows about that, 877-692-1027. Have you ever been on a grand jury or...
Yeah, I'd like to know what happens during this interview, this grand jury interview. What do I have to do? Just go in there drooling to get out of this thing?
I hope they put you on a lie detector and ask you if you're gay.
Why would they do that? I'm not on trial here.
What about just a curiosity?
I have a fiancé in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Let me just meet her or talk to her.
You'll be best man at the wedding.
I got a feeling that everyone's going to be a man at the wedding.
Once we set a date. I don't know. Really, the long-distance thing isn't working. I've got too many problems.
Why don't you go in... You know what I did when I just went for normal jury duty? And you must
What'd you do?
acted like too enthusiastic till they got rid of me.
I'm here to serve.
Yeah.
Guilty, I say.
Hey, Len, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Len.
You still there?
Yeah, Len.
Where would we go? We're doing a show for
No,
4
we
hours.
decided to wrap the show up at 7:08 tonight.
I lost you on the cell phone, but
Sorry,
here's
I'm on
the thing.
edge.
George Carlin has the perfect way to get out of jury duty, and that's what Ron was just saying. You go to the judge first time, and you say, you're perfect to be on the jury, because you can spot guilty people just like that.
Well, you know, I actually saw a woman that was part of, like, you get in the jury pool, and they asked her about guilt, and she said the people must have be guilty, or why were they arrested? And that was part of my jury pool, and she got launched.
She shouldn't even be in a gene pool.
All right, here's sweet Lorraine. She lets the party carry on. Lorraine, you're on Ron and Fez.
How are you guys?
Hi, Lorraine.
I was on jury,
That's Lynette.
grand jury,
Yeah.
jury, and it was horrible. It was
Hear that? It's horrible.
It was
You're horrible.
All right, it was 1 month. I was out of work, and it was different cases, and I couldn't get out of it. And on the first day, people were coming in late, and they were dismissed, and I had to sit there for a month. They were let
A
go.
freaking month, Fez.
I know. It's going to be a month at the least.
It was horrible, and I still get jury duty notices every 4 years. I don't want to serve. I've done my time.
What was that
You know what?
interview like?
And this is, let me just tell you, there's an instant feedback here that's talking to both Lorraine and Fez and says, do your civic duty, you pieces of crap.
I have done my jury duty. I've done regular, grand, and many others.
Yeah, but I thought they can't call you back after you've been excused for like 4 years. That's what they told me.
Right.
I went crazy.
It seems like they find me for jury duty. I don't want to do it anymore.
You are a courtroom schlep rock.
I can't even imagine you on a jury. You seem like an idiot.
And I'm proud of it.
I'm proud
of it. Let the old people serve.
Yeah,
Why
they
not
got
the
nothing to do.
Let
Fuzzy,
the old people serve. They're the ones who are doing nothing. I got to work. Let them serve.
I believe in a
Right,
geriatric government. Juries of old people.
when you really think about it, the judge is the guy who actually knows the law. He's there full time. Shouldn't he be siding like they do in England?
Let the guy who knows the law decide. You're right.
Grand jury, Fez, because when I went down, they attempted to, they run a bunch of people down, like 150.
Right.
Through 12 seats. But those, things would be like 7 days, 4.5 days. And after they tried you for a couple trials and they figured out you're just not keepable, like in my case.
Yeah.
What I told
I don't
them,
mind doing a few days, but I don't want to be sequestered.
you'll be sequestered in a grand jury situation. And that means that Hawk moves over and it's the Ron and Hawk show. Only till you get back or till the ratings go through the roof, right, Hawky?
Promise you'll wait for me.
Could be my big break.
Could you imagine?
Why are you and Rory wearing the same shirt today, you
Could you imagine me and
plaid
Hawk?
idiots?
I'd rather just put a scarecrow in here and talk to that. Actually, it would be easier for me if I put a scarecrow in here and made crow noises at it. I would have a more comfortable time than attempting to have a conversation with Hawk.
So, how's the corn look today?
I would just go like this, "Gah, gah, gah," for 4 hours.
Insightful.
And occasionally land on his shoulder. Hey, Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Buddy.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, what's going on, Ron Fez?
Go ahead, Pally.
Listen, I served on grand jury once. Keyword once. And I'll tell you, we did not get out of there for 3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
I know it. I'm gone. I'm gone for 8 years of Whitewater.
I can get you out of this if you're going to listen to me.
All right, tell me.
You go into the courtroom strapped, and I mean armed to the teeth.
What?
And you literally say to the judge, which guy did it? Please, point him out to me.
I am not going in there carrying a piece.
Why not just go walking?
I'll be gone longer than the 3 months.
Why not just go walking in there with your dink hanging out? And do a puppet show.
This is the 13th member of the jury.
I'd like you all to meet him. It's a hung jury, Your Honor.
Get out. Get out of my courtroom.
Little Fezzy likey. Little Fezzy likey. By the way, you can't say it on the radio, but I was doing the universal J-O signal. Charlie, you're on the Ron and Fez show, buddy.
Hi, Charlie.
How's it going?
Right, so.
Listen, I was on grand jury. I was on it for almost 4 months.
Nice.
One day they brought in our
The summer of Fez is over.
You'll be in there longer than the Mr. Rhodes show was on TV.
I got to tell you, they brought in my old principal from the high school that they ejected me from. Well, he was indicted because they got into a fist fight.
Really?
So you ended up on your old high school principal's trial? Or?
And let me ask you this. 4 months because some a-hole got in a fist fight?
No, you get maybe 10, 12 cases a day. Every indictment, everything.
Oh, you got to do a lot of different cases. I didn't know that, Fez.
I thought you were just looking at evidence in one case. Saying, stamp it. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, if I get 10 cases, it's assembly line. Go to trial, go to trial, go to trial.
You don't get a chance to do that, Fez. You have to hear it out.
I'm going to get a stamp.
Here's what I pray. That you get some Colombian drug lord who jumps up and points at the jury and says, I'll get even with all you bastards.
I'm not sending anyone to trial. I don't care anymore. Let them run the streets.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Right now, the best advice I have is my dink hanging out.
That's it. That's all I got. Fezzy, that's gold, baby.
I got a good way you can get out of
Yeah.
there.
Yes, Joe.
Go in there tanked. Get drunk.
Well, I'll say this about Fez. He's never drunk, but he's never really sober either. I mean,
I find a happy medium.
He's at the same place at 11 in the morning as he is at 11 at night.
It's all in pacing yourself, really.
Yeah, I guess it is. 2 quick beers and then you start to nurse? Is that it?
That's how you do it.
Wow.
You pound a couple of ones quick.
I never understand that. Here's Andy here on Ron and Fez.
Buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Listen, perfect way to get out of this thing. All you got to do is commit a crime. If you're a felon, you can't serve on a jury.
All right, that's going to put me away for even longer.
No, you do a little thing. You go in and out. You're an overnight. Boom, that's it. You can't go to jury duty anymore.
Right. You do your time like a man, like a straight-up guy, like Gotti.
One day,
I didn't do anything.
Be a straight-up guy. Don't bring up my name.
I know Ron. Ron's the man who told me to take my dink out, Judge Hamptons.
Yeah, can't your dad make a call and say Fez is a half a retard?
Can't he do something for a change?
Yeah, he could do that. I'll see what he can do.
He's out there in the Hamptons like they got anything.
I know. It's the summer. Every good judge is off.
His court is down at the beach. It's beach court. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, I just came off jury duty in Westchester, and it actually wasn't that bad of an experience.
Was
Yes.
it grand jury duty?
Yeah, it was grand jury. We went 2 days a week. we got to pick whether it was going to be Monday or Wednesday and Friday. You see a bunch of different cases. Most of the cases were blown out in a half a day, and I was back at work. And it was actually an educational experience. It was only 2 days a week for 4 weeks.
Yeah, but that's
For 4
Westchester. Fezzi's going to be downtown Manhattan, and that thing. It's going to be like, it's basically, Fezzi, they're going to empty Rikers right into your,
Nice. God, I couldn't believe it. I saw the mail notice. I saw jury duty actually through the thin cover of the letter that they sent. And then I opened it up, and I saw the word grand.
You know, this is why I hate voting. I really hate voting for this reason. Because they keep trying to get me for this, because I vote. Why not go after the non-voters?
Yeah. Let them do something.
Let them pull their dinks out and walk into a trial. Hey, what if you do get the Martha Stewart deal? That would be perfect for you.
Now, actually, if I had to hear stuff in the Martha Stewart case, where she's allegedly insider trading, I don't know how that works.
Here's the deal.
See, here's the thing. I'm too stupid.
What if she ended up baking you all a pie and made you a nice floral arrangement to take home?
She brings in everyone a decorated scrapbook of the trial.
Give these pastries to the man with his dink out.
See, they're going to, and let's say I get the Martha Stewart dealio.
Yeah.
You know, whether she was involved in wrongdoing. They can explain it till the cows come home. I don't know about stocks. I don't know about insider trading. I don't understand what this woman did.
All right, here's basically what their beef with her is. And I don't know why this would be her fault. Maybe we could have somebody who understands the stock market a little better than me. Because I bought Enron at 70. And
nice.
Like I said to my broker, hold. I got a really good feeling about this. Sell when it gets to 125 is what I yelled. All right. Apparently, this stock, I don't have the name of it in front of me right now.
It's I don't even know if it's I'm Clone or I Am Clone.
Something like that, right.
I'm Clone.
Which is a guy who, a fairly small company, and they were doing cancer drug research. So they had this cancer drug. Well, they got in front of the FDA, and the FDA didn't approve it at this time.
Okay.
Now, apparently the deal was the guy who owns the company told Martha, who had stock in it, she dumps, and the next day that the information comes out, and the stock goes south, but she sold when it was already at a decent amount.
Oh, okay.
So she sold it like 58, but if she would have waited a few days, it would have been like, 14 or something ridiculous.
So if they're accusing her of anything, they're accusing her of having information the public didn't have.
Right, inside information.
Right.
Here's what I don't understand. I understand why you would be mad at the president of the company. Why get mad at the person he made the call to?
Right, yeah.
What kind of idiot would get that call, hang up, and say, oh, well, I'm going to keep this stock anyway, even though it's useless?
So she's saying she told him to sell when it dipped below 60, sell anyway.
That's what she says.
Right. And that's when it happened.
But they do have a piece of paper, her going, what the hell is going on? Call me. And that was like they got off the receptionist's desk.
Okay.
And then she sells a little after that. Why she's in trouble, I don't know.
So I guess why she could be in trouble is
she got the information.
She used the information. She got it and she used it.
Right, but what else would you do if somebody gave you that call?
Oh, yeah,
You'd be a dink if you stood there.
And now this is affecting her because her own stock,
right?
Martha Stewart, Omni Media or whatever
the hell that is.
So that just tanked.
Yeah.
And she lost. I think they said she lost like $120 million on the value of her own stock.
Yeah, it's not been a good week for her.
No.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're going to explain the Martha Stewart stock deal to us, right?
Martha is guilty as sin.
All right, now, what exactly did she do wrong? Take the call?
Yeah. Because she acted on the transaction.
But what would you do, Dave, if you were in her position?
Well, I'd have have somebody else do the transaction. I mean, she's close friends with the controller.
Yeah.
Her stockbroker does the controller's daughter's accounts. It's all inside. It's incestuous as can be. Hang her.
We're just being silly, and it's not funny enough. I'm just trying to get
to be loud.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some real information. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, James.
Doing, guys?
Yeah.
Listen, the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, does not allow insider trading. Insider trading is when a person would trade a stock because they have information that the public does not. This person knew the company's going under.
But isn't that basically what everybody tries to get with a stock tip?
Yes,
yeah, somebody who knows something.
But that's what makes it illegal.
But almost everybody's doing this, right?
Well, the ones that aren't getting caught, yes. The smart ones. It seems that it's only the celebrities that get caught.
But it seems to me like if someone at work came up to you and said, hey, this Xerox, this is something here.
Right.
You want to get in on this? That sounds like insider trading then.
Well, that's a different story. If that person is the president of Xerox, that's one thing. If he's just a friend, that's another.
All right,
okay,
so the
they actually have to be inside.
All right, hold on. The president of Xerox can't tell you to buy Xerox.
He can tell you to buy it, but he can't tell you
why.
Buy it tomorrow because we're releasing this product that's going to make a mint.
Okay, so here's my deal. I would understand why that guy would be in trouble, but why would the person who got the phone call be in trouble?
Because they, like the gentleman before me said, they acted on the transaction.
So
using this information is insider trading. That is not allowed.
What should Martha Stewart have done when she got the phone call? Hung up the phone? Yeah.
There really is nothing she could do.
She doesn't. She just said.
If I was in her position, I would have done the same thing.
Right.
If I knew how to be more discreet about it, that's something else. But
I mean, should she immediately have called the feds on her friend?
That would have been up to her. They just set up this whole rule of ethics for people that are completely unethical. So, I mean, it's a crapshoot.
Thank you very much, James.
It's a crapshoot. That's what I'll say in the grand jury room.
I mean, how could you, if somebody said, your house is on fire, you get out.
Right.
You don't stay in. Now, the thing that I think, the unethical part is some other idiot went and bought that stock from her, like a maroon, and they went south. But, now, that's that whole business.
I have a friend who works for a company.
Gay friend?
No, why would it be a gay friend?
Just asking.
Does software for this company, says, hey, our stock's doing really well. You might want to buy some of our stock. I mean, he's not controlling the books or anything, but he knows things that they're working on, things that they're developing. That would seem like it would be the same deal to me. That sounds like insider trading.
If he knew what they were developing and, What I used to do, Fezzy, is I started a janitorial thing at night.
Yeah.
And then I went through everybody's desk.
How'd that work out for you?
Worked out real great.
Yeah.
Until I had to wear a wire against Michael Douglas.
Oh, no.
That was bad.
That was you, huh?
Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jeff.
Guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the problem. She is the CEO of a publicly traded company. So when she acts unethical, in this case, it kind of casts a shroud over the entire, market. So
well, that's why her own stock's hurting, right? The Omni Media?
Exactly. Well, what they should actually charge her for is painting tongue depressors green and selling them to fat housewives for $40. That's what they should make her arrested.
Thanks, buddy.
If I'm in that grand jury and I see someone start bringing up green tongue depressors.
Poor Martha.
I'm in bad shape.
Hey, Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey,
what's
buddy.
going on is the SEC, what they investigate, they want to get the money back if they can establish he profited illegally. The investigation, what's going on is she's being investigated for lying to them about the information and why she sold the stock. That's where the criminality comes in.
All right, the SEC. Now, who do they got this year? Florida State or is that the Gators?
That's the Gators. Florida State's in the ACC.
Right. All right, thanks.
But watch Louisiana State in the SEC.
Really? You feel good about that?
I always feel good about the Tigers. The SEC.
All right, here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
You want to hear the screwed up part about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if she would have dumped the stock and the stock went up, she'd still be screwed for acting on that information.
She just can't ever take a phone call from the CEO.
Basically, if he says, hey, listen, bad news, and it turns around and comes out with good news and the stock goes up, she's still screwed.
You can't talk to that guy.
I mean, that in that hairdo, she can't win.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, she looks bad in the papers.
Yeah, I think the papers are looking for the worst possible picture they can of her.
Well, they found him.
Yeah. Here's Julie. Julie, you're on Fez.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Hey, babe.
What can we do for you?
The problem with Martha Stewart, what she could be in trouble for and why insider trading would involve her, even though she's not directly involved with the company, is if a company president had someone, that they gave this inside information to, and they bought all this stock, and then they dumped it when it was high, technically then, they could be paying off the company president, and that's where the other side of the issue comes in.
So they're thinking maybe that she was going to give this guy a kickback.
Well, essentially, that's why you could get in trouble for insider trading if you're not the insider.
So what's her defense? She goes in, and when they start talking to her, the feds want her to talk. What does she say?
She says, hey, I'm paying attention to the stock, and I saw it going down a little bit, and I plan on getting out. Who cares what this mutt says to me? He's an idiot.
There really is no defense, so, she's pretty much just screwed.
All right, see you later.
Thanks.
Golly, after Kmart and everything.
Yes.
Martha Stewart would love to have one good day.
Did you ever once in your life think that the Martha Stewart story would end happy? I always thought that she'd end up with her skull in a garden somewhere. Somebody was going to get even with her. Hey, Jersey Mark, you're on Run Fez. Hey, Jersey.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. The problem we have with Martha Stewart is that the reason her stock tanked in particular is that everything in her organization in MSO is tied up in her name. So if she gets convicted or at least tainted by this, that's the problem. That's why her stock is going to tank, or at least would tank.
All right, so her stock is going down because people are thinking she's also going to end up in trouble, right?
That's correct.
And that nobody's going to want to buy her products. It's suddenly like if Tiger Woods, who's making all this marketing money, you find out that he's in the same kind of trouble like R. Kelly's in.
Right.
Nobody wants to, would want to be involved with them, right?
That's it, exactly.
Yeah, no one wants to buy, Michael Skakel towels and shower curtains.
I have that.
Really?
But I need it because it's so big. I need big towels.
Double XL towels. From the Skakel collection.
And I honestly think that he'll eventually walk in 25 short years. All right, here is John. John, you're on Run Fez.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
Yeah.
But
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I just think Martha Stewart is stupid for selling it because she's a multimillionaire. She doesn't need the money. I mean, not that it's right if you're rich or poor, but she's really stupid because she doesn't know that she committed an illegal act without needing the money.
Everybody needs the money.
She's a businesswoman.
I don't know how many millions it was, but everybody needs millions.
No, I don't know if it was millions.
Name one. Yeah, it was millions. Was it? How much was it altogether? But no matter who they are, you think if you're like, let's suppose you're worth $200 million, you're going to leave $50,000 in a bag in your garage. You're not going to do that.
For $200 million, if it's illegal. Why break the law?
I think to her, she didn't think it was illegal what she did. I think that's the. She
knew.
You don't know, John. You don't know her.
She knew. But even if you're Bill Gates, you're not throwing $200,000 out the window just for yucks.
You don't see those guys tipping gigantic like Coke dealers do. Coke dealers are the only one who actually trickled down.
Well, they have a little class about them.
I'll say that. Coke dealer will throw cash around. But these Bill Gates guys, I bet he's sitting there with a calculator trying to figure out what a tip is.
So when
a shrimp cocktail. You're going to get about $1.25 from that four-eyed bastard.
So Martha Stewart, when she sold her shares of the I Am Clone or I'm Clone, whatever it is, she
what kind of futuristic company is this?
I know they're into cloning?
Yeah, I am a clone. Basically, they're giving it away there like a Batman clone.
That was $227,000 she sold her stock for.
How much?
$58 a share. $227,000.
Yeah, that actually doesn't seem like a lot of money for her being a multimillionaire. Now I'm starting to agree with that other guy. She could have wrote that down, no problem.
All right, she sold it at $58 per share. I think this says It closed yesterday at $9.68 a share.
Jesus.
I thought clones would have been bigger. I thought people would have been more into it.
Here's what I'd eventually
Especially with Star Wars just coming out.
Yeah, but it didn't do that well either. And I would just eventually just move clones into the society and then spring it on people at the last moment.
And just that way they know, by the time, you've been working for a clone.
Right.
And then they go, well, all right, they are not so bad, are they?
I say just let the clones kill the real people and take over their identities. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, guys.
I'm going
How
to
you
bring that
doing?
up in the grand jury. Hi, Rob.
This is what the true issue is with insider trading. I'm an attorney, okay?
Good. We need one.
The problem is, with insider trading, she's acting on knowledge that's not available to the general public. What happens is she has an advantage. She sold their shares the day before the FDA announced that there would not be a clinical trial on a drug, which is what boosted the stock price in the first place.
Right.
So I would not have that information, and I would value the company based on its price earnings to be a fair buy. Look at how it's performed over the years and say, oh, maybe I'll get a 12% return. But when the FDA rejects something in your pipeline as large as a cancer drug, your stock's going to tank. So through the relationship that she had with the CEO, he allegedly, right, this is all alleged now,
right,
that he gave her information saying tomorrow the FDA is going to announce that they are not going to, I can't remember what's it, Erbitux, I believe was the drug or something like that, that we are not going to let you go to clinical trial.
They found that this drug actually causes cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and she had to
cancer
sell.
of your wallet is what it's causing, right? I mean, from $58 to $9, she, 227,000, but she had 4,300 shares. What's 4,300 times 9 versus 58?
Right.
A lot.
No,
so that's what the actual issue is when you operate on knowledge that can't be acquired through the general public channels.
Yeah, she should not even be talking to this guy about his business at all.
No, you're right. And
the FDA shouldn't even tell him until they tell the public.
But I see pictures of this guy out at every party in New York. It's pictures of him and Mick Jagger and all these socialites.
Those are clones.
And he's shooting off his big mouth.
Probably. And I'm sure,
he's Big Daddy out at these parties.
All these things probably go on. It's illegal. I'm sure it happens. Like you said, your friend works at a software company.
Yeah, right.
If he says we're just a solid company, buy it, that's one thing. But if he calls you up and says, we're going to introduce a microchip that's 10 times faster than the most current computer tomorrow, then you'd have insider information that would boost the value of the company.
All right, and here the real story is, Fez, it's her own company. Martha Stewart's Living, whatever that is.
The reason why her company is being affected is her company is based on her, on her image as this, great homemaker and sweet woman
and I know if they take that
an organized person.
If they take that picture that was in the Daily News yesterday and try to slap that on products, no one's going to buy it. They're going to retch.
That was the skankiest ever. All right, thanks, Rob.
I'm going to retch anyway, thinking about Martha Stewart, but
I would have always banged her until now. All right, say it.
You guys are nuts.
Yes, we are. Blah, blah, blah. So Martha Stewart Living, is that the name of her magazine?
That's the name of her TV show, too. It may be
Everything
both.
is Martha Stewart Living.
Right. So now it's Martha Stewart Living hand to mouth.
Right.
Because she has lost millions at this point. Just millions.
Like it's Martha Stewart dying. Dying in front of you with Martha Stewart. That'll be just her on her TV show. I got nothing. She's swallowing it. She's drinking Jack Daniels. It's just a close-up of her. She's like Krusty the Clown smoking a cigar. Forget about it. I'm Martha Stewart living on a prayer.
That's it.
Bon Jovi fan since day one.
Living on a prayer. That's all I got left, kids.
She's Martha Stewart living in a refrigerator box. That's what the show's going to be. How to make a decorative refrigerator box for the summer.
That's so awful. Martha Stewart living in a Kmart storeroom.
It's going to be Martha Stewart living in an 8x8 cell with a hairy woman named Joanne.
Martha Stewart living on borrowed time. I got nothing.
Right now, all she is Martha Stewart living on a fixed income. So she's really got to start cutting back. When you lose $120 million of your own Omni-Media stock value, you're in huge trouble.
You got nothing now. I was big. I was Martha Stewart.
Now it's welcome to Martha Stewart living in the backseat of a Buick.
Martha Stewart living in a minimum security prison. Look what I've done with the bars here.
Now where's her big fat friend Rosie O'Donnell, who's always
wants to be such friends with him?
Best friend. It's Martha Stewart living in Rosie O'Donnell's pool house. Take her in, Rosie. (877-692-1027).
Martha Stewart living the life of a squeegee woman. Can I give you a squeegee? I used to have my own show and magazine. I was big.
Martha Stewart living on a diet of saltines and ketchup packets.
I actually saw her fighting a seagull for a French fry.
Oh, that's sad.
That's how south it went that quick.
She used to be so dignified.
She's just fighting, pulling a French fry out of a seagull's mouth.
And they were both just cawing.
Yeah.
Just screeching.
Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Martha Stewart living in a van down by the river.
Down by the river?
Well, who we got there, Dad? Is that Bill Shakespeare?
Tommy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Martha Stewart living in a big house. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a crafty shiv.
She's making shivs.
And grilled cheese sandwiches with my iron.
Later we're going to use this on a pedophile.
She's going to show you how to make a really disgusting tossed salad in prison. Martha Stewart, you're done, honey.
Martha Stewart living in her parents' basement.
Martha Stewart living with Stalker Patty down at the Times Square Hotel.
It's not working out, Patty.
I thought we were going to make potpourri. 877-692-1027.
See, get the bit? Martha Stewart living on Star Jones' old pizza crust.
Now that I think we could all live off. Just outside Star Jones' apartment looking for empty pizza boxes.
All right, this on the instant feedback I like. Martha Stewart living in Pharrell's office.
How could I be when you shake it up? How could I be when you shake it up?
Hey, Mike.
Not to take us off track, but Ronnie and I were in Jeremy's office right before the show. Jeremy's cell phone rings, and you just hear, you can't make out any words, but Jeremy has to pull the phone away from his head, because all you hear is, it's Pharrell screaming about something.
Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Mike.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, buddy.
And Martha Stewart living like Kato Caitlin.
She's living in the pool house.
Martha Stewart living in the subway tunnels with the other mole people now.
Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Martha Stewart living on cat food and night train.
877-692-1027.
Let me see this. Martha Stewart, this is the instant feedback. Martha Stewart living with two lesbian porn stars in a house broadcast over the internet.
She's in a voyeur dorm or whatever.
Here's Ed. Ed, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ed.
Martha Stewart living on death row.
I'm not going to kill her. Steve says...
I hope not.
Steve says Martha Stewart on the instant feedback. Living La Vida Broca. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, Nick.
Gang.
Martha Stewart living. You got it, living.
Nice little innocent salute.
It's Martha Stewart living in a garage apartment she shares with Todd Bridges.
Todd, no work yet at all.
Nothing. I think he got a soap opera.
Poor Martha Stewart.
She's losing it all, Ronnie. Kmart's going under, her own stock's tanking now, and she's in trouble for insider trading.
Here's Macy Gray.
Macy Gray?
Everybody loves. Hey, Macy, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, mother effers?
Oh, we're just hanging in there, Macy.
Hi, foul-mouth Macy Gray.
How are you guys?
Good.
Good. What about, she could probably live in my afro, right? There's room in there.
Martha Stewart, living in Macy Gray's afro.
That would definitely work. I've been thinking about diking out lately.
All right, thanks.
All right, see ya.
Bye, Macy Gray. It's always great when she calls.
Yeah. Here's Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez, buddy.
Hey, Anthony.
Buddies.
Hey, buddy.
I got Martha Stewart living in the projects, eating Cheetos, drinking grape soda. Look out! Or Martha Stewart living in America. Lower class America.
All right, Anthony, you get this.
White people are so scared of black people.
Here's Mikey. Mikey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mikey.
Martha Stewart living in misery and satin sheets. I'm sad with the plaid.
How whack.
They're nuts tonight like it's a Friday. 877-692-1027.
We're going to run into spots here. We come right back. Big news from Fez Whatley. It's the Ron and Fez show.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. Friday, yesterday we talked about the guy who went nuts in the bar in the East Village. Started shooting people on the street.
Right.
Went inside the bar, followed the people in there. Took everyone hostage, threw gasoline on them. Said things like, white people are going to burn tonight. And everyone's wearing gas shirts now. Do you want it hot?
My favorite part of the story is that he was wearing a homemade catheter.
Very bizarre. And carrying a samurai sword.
So I'm thinking, what's he done? He shoved the funnel in there? What's he up to? How do you have a homemade one?
Well, it turns out that this man is Jay-Z's barber. The man who went on the shooting spree and trying to douse people in gasoline.
He's Jay-Z's barber.
Yeah, and also appeared in a Jay-Z video, the 1998 Jay-Z video, Friend or Foe, in which he gets offed in that video by Jay-Z.
Foe.
You're picking Foe?
No.
It's Steven Johnson is the gunman's name.
Is this a hate crime if black people do it to hate white people? Or is it only a hate crime if white people go after black people? Let's check with Earl on that one, who is our legal counsel in racial relations.
And hated. Go ahead.
Yes, it is a hate crime.
It is a hate crime?
It is a crime based on one's color or religious preference.
Even though it's against the lucky white people, Earl, who, according to you, don't have a care in the world and everything comes easy to, and that we have secret meetings where we get big loans and free money from each other.
Well, it helps.
So if he said people are going to die tonight, people are going to burn tonight, he'd have been fine. He said white people are going to burn tonight. That takes it into hate crime territory.
He actually at one point yelled, burn, baby, burn. It's a disco inferno.
Really?
Yeah.
No, even if he had said something to the effect of, like, gays are going to die, that would technically fall into
Of course,
hate.
gays. Why bring that up to Fez?
No, I'm just throwing it out there.
No, you're throwing it out there.
What's that got to do with me?
But he gave you a nod and he pointed and put the thumb out and said he went to one of these, even if it's like gays are going to, and he gives the big nod towards Fez.
Don't thumb me, Earl.
All right, here's Karen. She's a policewoman. She's on the line for us. Hey, Karen, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Okay, was this a black on black crime?
No, it is black on white crime.
It's black on white.
Yeah, he picked out the white people in this bar.
Yeah, it won't get classified as a hate crime then.
Why is that?
I don't know why it is. I can't get specific about where I work or else they'll get me in trouble. But if it's black on black or if it's black on white, it doesn't get specified as a hate crime. It's only that way if it's white on black.
Now, you are a policewoman?
Yes.
All right. In the city, or you don't want to say that much?
Yes.
All right, so you're a policewoman in the city. That's plenty. Now, I don't understand why it wouldn't be a hate crime if somebody... a black person went out just to kill.
It's supposed to be, but it doesn't get classified that way.
We've never had one classified that way?
Well, rarely.
All right, now rarely would mean that it could happen, though.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it just doesn't happen as much.
It doesn't because nobody wants to classify it that way.
But this thing was completely based on race.
Well, this one will be because it has the publicity, but if it didn't have any publicity,
So
it wouldn't be.
No, so Karen, everything you're saying is false.
You mean if it's not in the papers, it didn't happen?
No, I'm saying it happens and it gets classified as a regular, just straight assault crime, but it won't get the extra added, boost of having it be a hate crime tagged on top of it.
And what happens if you're convicted of a hate crime? It's a worse sentence, right? Stiffer sentence.
It like boosts the charge up one step.
Now, this guy already has AIDS, right? Full-blown AIDS.
Right.
So he came into the place with AIDS. Maybe you could say he was whacked out from the medication. But this would be a hate crime, Karen.
I'm saying this one will
Karen!
be. You wanted to know. Most of the time, it isn't.
Are you familiar with the film Goodfellas, Karen?
Yes.
Still gonna go out, Karen! Would you grow up?
That's the Ron and Fez players doing Goodfellas. Ray Liotta is going out.
We just don't want you to go out to that bar on 2nd Avenue.
All right, hold on. Here's Vinny. Vinny disagrees with you, Karen. Vinny, you're on with Karen and Ron and Fez.
Hi, Vinny.
Ron, Fez, do not listen to this lady. She's full of snot. It is a hate crime, just like Earl said. Okay,
Earl.
if it was a white person attacking another white Jewish person, it would be a hate crime. Okay,
right.
If there was religious slander, it would be a hate crime, white on white.
All right, no. See, that would be different. I would think, let's suppose, Earl and I had an argument and I slugged Earl. That's not necessarily a hate crime. It might be a I hate Earl crime. But if I say I'm going to go out and get a black guy tonight and I slug Earl for no apparent reason other than the fact that he's black, that's the hate crime, right?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks.
And the same if Earl.
Yeah. All right, so this guy come out to get white people. But here's what I love about it. How did this guy end up getting thrown down, the only black guy in America who could get beat up by 2 white girls?
2 white girls that he's holding hostage. One jumped on his back. The other one charges him while he's wearing a white girl as a coat.
And what you do, knock him down?
Yeah, they knocked him down. And I guess if they were hostages, didn't they have their hands bound, too?
I don't understand the whole hands bound, because I know that they caught him with a bunch of these plastic handcuffs.
Now, one of the girls took a shot in the leg, too, while they were tackling him.
Yeah, right. The gun went off.
They are just downright tough, these girls. The fun girls.
Here's Larry. Larry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Larry.
What's up, guys? I just want to say it's not a hate crime because, this knucklehead, he shot an Asian guy in the hand, so, he kind of spreaded it around.
You're saying but he did come yelling at white people.
Right, he was yelling, white people are going to die tonight.
But he still popped that Asian guy. You can't forget it. He's the one who got shot.
That'll be his defense, that he shot an Asian guy in the hand.
If I hate white people so much, why would I shoot a Korean?
Case dismissed.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, what can we do for you tonight?
Yeah, it's like, I don't understand how it's not a hate crime if the front page of the New York Post says white people are going to burn. Of course that'd be a hate crime.
That's the headline of the Post every day. It doesn't matter what the story is. White people are going to burn.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks.
So, Earl, this is one time you need to apologize to us.
Right.
We're sorry.
Yeah, okay.
We're sorry. All right, let's say this. Let's say a black person was angry with, let's say, self-hating black. Or self-hating Jew, self-hating gay, whatever. Attacks another gay person, Jewish person, whatever. Is that a hate crime, even though they're in the same minority?
I would say this. If a black person attacked a person who was lighter black for that reason, hate crime.
All right, like maybe attacked a mulatto.
I don't know if
the high yellow.
High yellow, my mom used to use, but I don't know if we use mulatto or high yellow anymore, do we?
I think high yellow's still around.
Where? Uptown?
We mean politely. Of course it's still around. There's a lot of words that are still around.
I don't think you would say it. I don't think you would actually say to someone, "Oh, you're high yellow."
No,
I don't think that's ever appreciated.
Hi, yellow.
Or mulatto. Or
well, then what's the correct term for that?
Actually, light skin.
There is. It's African American still.
Really?
Yeah.
It would be like Scottish African American. You have to include the white part of it.
Well, once you have any African there, you know how much that's included, Fez. Here's Tommy. Tommy, you're on Fez.
Hey, Tommy.
What up, buddy? First time, long time.
Okay, buddy.
Listen, I'm a pre-law student at St. John's, and this case you're talking about, it's a hate crime.
It's definitely a hate crime.
Yeah, you could turn anything in the court of law. You could turn anything to be turned into a hate crime if you're attacking someone of the other race, because it gets much more stiffer penalties all around.
But you just
and in court, and jail time.
So you just had to prove that it was racially motivated.
Exactly.
If Ronnie swung
black guy hits the white guy, same thing. It can just be like a fight in a parking lot, and it just turns into racial.
No matter what happened.
Yeah, South Park did a funny episode on that a couple weeks ago.
You realize as a pre-law student here that South Park is nowhere for you to learn law.
No, I'm just saying.
You're saying?
Yeah, they take.
Why you try to bring that up in your law school to your professor?
Your Honor, I'd like to cite the case of Cartman versus the city of South Park.
Yeah, but I just wanted to add that.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
The pre-law student is citing South Park.
Kevin, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Kevin, what can we do for you tonight?
Good, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, and it's like how all the black people and how all our shop is going to get all worked up over this when, the white people retaliate with somebody else, and then it gets the black people pissed off saying how we prejudice against them, and then
Kevin,
they're saying white people are going to burn.
All right, hold on. You say that now white people are going to retaliate because this whacked out barber with AIDS went crazy downtown, that white people are now going to come back and do their own hate crime?
All right, well, this is my own story. Long story short, my uncle was walking in Brownsville by himself, and he got shot in the leg because he was white.
Right.
And so I have to go to school, and I'm like, you could say that I'm in the rap community, and
all right, how are you in the rap community there?
He's Jay-Z's new barber.
I just listen to rap music, and I'm in not the greatest neighborhood in Brooklyn.
Okay, so you yourself, you're enjoying the hip hop lifestyle.
Yeah, and I have to put up with this crap in school. People saying how I'm a retard because I'm white.
And they actually call white people retards at your school.
Yeah, because I'm like one out of 6 white kids in the whole school.
I understand, so that's got to be rough.
Mm.
You were probably getting that before you got into rap.
I don't understand what your point is, though. So you're saying now you got to come back because somebody shot your uncle in the leg?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And then
you're saying to yourself, because my uncle got shot anonymously, right?
Yeah.
I have to go out and shoot an anonymous person?
No, I'm not saying that.
That's called paying it forward.
I'm saying that.
But in a bad way.
Oh.
That's not good. That's not a good way to
pay. If there was a white guy who said black people are going to burn, how much would you hear about this? How many Al Sharptons would be talking about
well,
this?
I understand what you're saying, but this has gotten a lot of press. It has gotten a lot of press that this guy did this.
Right.
It's not like they're hiding it.
No,
they're not hiding it. It's made the front page of the papers. It's in all the news.
The headline today is white people are going to burn. Again.
But so you're saying the white race needs to strike back?
The white race needs to stop taking crap from all the black people.
The right race.
The race.
So we got to get even because this crazy guy went nuts in a wine bar.
Well, this is just me. I'm sick and tired of all the black people always, discriminating against us because
they call you retard.
Yeah. And then there's some black people out there who hide behind, we act like this because we were slaves 200 years ago.
All right, so you're saying you're angry.
Yeah.
If you're going to get even with anybody, get even with Earl.
Yeah.
All right?
Earl, you're an retard.
All right, see, now you're even. Can you handle that, Earl, getting called a retard if it gives this guy a little dignity back and he chills?
Can you be called a retard by someone you don't know? Do you mind? Now, are we getting even?
If you go out beating up retards, is that a hate crime?
Oh, good one.
Why do you like rap music?
It's everything that's around me is all rap.
Well, this isn't Mystery Date.
So he's attempting to join in the hip hop community, It's that they're not accepting him. Am I right, Kevin?
It's not that I'm not accepted. I just get treated differently.
Like a white guy. And you want to be treated just exactly the same as everybody else at school.
Yeah.
All right. Have you made any friends?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's not... Yeah.
Do you wear your big baggy pants and your hat backwards? You put on a white T-shirt?
You all decked out?
Yeah, all decked out, Fez.
See,
Seems like you're doing everything right. I don't understand what's wrong.
My problem is I still dress like Criss Cross, that black thing, where I wear the pants backwards.
Your pants are backwards. Turn them around.
Now, Fez wears his pants backwards like that because the zipper's back there, and he says it's easy access.
In case I have to get out of them.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Kevin. All right, don't do anything crazy, though, all right? Be friends with everybody.
Now,
Hey, girl.
Are we retaliating against black people or barbers? This is what I don't understand.
I'll kill a barber. Anytime they knock one of us down, I kill 2 barbers. And then if not, I'll just kill a Barbara. All right, why don't you pronounce his name for me, Fez, because I think Billy Staples made a mistake.
I think it's just Donovan.
Donovan!
All right, then why does he have an A-N-T at the end?
He had you down as Donovan.
I know that could have been it.
Call holder 8098. Hooah!
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
What can we do for you, Mike?
Okay, now, let me... I'd like to make this statement. Black people, African Americans, have fought in every war since the Revolutionary War for this country.
Yes, they
fought
have.
and died. Also, black people were in the fire department, were cops also who had died at 9/11.
Sure.
Black people have given their lives for this country, and there are millions of us that are not committing crimes or anything like that. When something happens, when a criminal commits a crime, I would like for white people to stop taking the multitudes of black and including us in what criminals do.
Do you think we do that, Donovan?
You do that a lot. You do that a lot, my brother.
All right, give me a case.
Give you a case?
Yeah.
Well, for example, the caller just called. This is an isolated incident. This individual comes out here. He's a crazy man. He blames his whole wrecked life on white people, similar like Colin Ferguson. And, he goes on his rampage. And now your caller, and I'm sure there's other callers that, like him, believe that his actions include all what we're thinking, all what we want to do.
All right, well, I'm not going to protect that young person other than say that he was a kid and fairly ignorant, right? Don't we agree with that, Donovan?
His friends call him retarded.
And he's in a situation where he's saying he doesn't fit in at school. And we let him talk a little bit and try to point out that everybody's not the same. But you're not saying that all white people are as confused as that young man, are you?
Oh, no. I just think there are segments in the white population that help confuse...
Bergen County. I'll say this, Bergen County.
Bergen County. Well, they help confuse good people like you, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
And others like they cloud the issue. They want to throw all this other stuff in it. And it's not like what they make it appear to be.
Yeah.
It's very simplistic.
All right, all right, here's a Spanish guy that disagrees with you, okay? Let me check with John on line 4. Hey, John, how are you, my friend?
Why does it always play on line 4?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what I'm saying. I mean, like, you have all these comedians, right? Like Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence,
They go on stage, and they make white boy jokes, cracker jokes.
What are some of the jokes they've made?
And, they talk like white people. You know how it is. I mean, I can't really impersonate them, but you know how it is. They talk like white people.
We do talk kind of nasal.
Right.
We talk
right. But I'm sure if you would have like Jim Carrey or Robin Williams or Jim Brewer go on stage and say, you
don't think any of those guys have ever done an impression of black guys?
But not like
black guys?
Not to the extreme that a black guy takes it. The black guy with their jokes, they take it to an extreme that a white guy, he would think twice about doing that because there'd be a lot of retaliation if he would do that.
Go ahead, Donovan.
The fact that I think other white comedians don't do that is because in white society, if they feel they take it too far, people get if they take it too far, people get uneasy with that. They can't handle that type of humor because they think blacks will get mad at them if they laugh at something like that. So it's uneasy for them to do something like that. And I think they feel that their audience would be uneasy to laugh at humor like that.
Ted Danson ruined that when he appeared in blackface.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, if anybody wants to get a joke with that material, just come to any family reunion. Because my uncles are glad to laugh. All right, John, I kind of disagree with you. I think that most of the comedians that you have mentioned, John, have done impressions of black people and, you know, in a way of humor have stereotyped certain people, because you can't go out and do an impression of a dull person. You're always going to grab the extreme no matter what it is.
Exactly.
If you're going to do, you know, an impression of a white person, you're either going to pick a geek or a southerner. You're not just going to pick a normal person. How dull would that be? It'd be like doing an impression of Earl.
Hey.
And I mean that in a nice way.
Yeah.
But you're not very funny, Earl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I go, I'd just like to leave you with this.
Yeah.
Whitey is good. See ya!
Right, there you go. Whitey is good.
Thank you, Donovan.
Although that always hurts me when I get called Whitey. I got called that in school and I used to run home crying.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, sad.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah. You know, for all this great slang that black people come up with, they have never had one single term that could hurt our feelings. Cracker, white cracker, honky, turkey. Turkey. They didn't ever call us turkeys, did they? Did they call us turkeys? Was turkey used? Or was that just on TV? I think that was just a sitcom.
It was a sitcom.
But never has there been one word that actually made white kids run home crying.
Was it Peckerwood?
Yeah, Peckerwood didn't work at all. And what did that one even mean?
I don't know.
They should just call us Tiny Dinks and leave it at that. Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed Devon hung up. I wanted to ask...
Donovan, not Devon.
Donovan, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you're talking about a racist. Yeah.
Well, no. See, I'm not really racist, but I just wanted to ask them how blacks and their mixes make up about 12.9% of the U.S. population. Yet, they make up over 48% of the prison population.
Yeah?
Poor lawyers.
What do you say to that one, Chris?
Well, I get on the grand jury.
When you have a guy like Oche who had decent lawyers, he was able to get out. Because I guarantee you, Martha Stewart won't be just using whoever the courts give her. You see what we're saying there, Chris?
Yeah, but I mean,
you're saying the same argument that young black men have all the time. Why are you arresting us?
Because obviously, you know, they are committing these crimes, and also blacks are 78%.
You seem like you're at home with a calculator. You're at home with a calculator trying to figure this out. And I don't know.
Me and my friend got an argument one time, and I actually looked this up. All this information is on the U.S. Bureau site. And second time going in after parole, blacks are 78% chance of going back to jail a second time after being let out on parole. Whites are under 38%.
They can't get a decent job once they get out. What other choice will they have?
Go to school like everybody else. And I mean, you know...
Yeah, you go to school, you get your degree, and then they see on your resume that you've been on...
Chris, are you honestly telling me in America it's easier to be a black man than it is a white man?
No, never said
Thank you very much. Because that's where the argument starts. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, Earl. Nothing easier than being a white man.
Oh.
I go to a bank, they literally hand me a loan coming in, anything I need. I'm not kidding you. I never had any problems getting credit. Been let off by the cops many, many times. And it's because I'm in the club.
We're just putting our feet up.
Not the not-so-secret club. And I've been living large. Living just large on it.
No, I mean, I don't care what color you are, black, white, turquoise. An ex-con, they'll tell you it's hard to get a job once you get out of jail.
Hey, I want to see these turquoise people.
Turquoise? What's that mean?
Just throwing it out.
If there's even one, I'll hire him now as our new producer. Rory, you're training the turquoise guy. Take care of him, because at the live gig, he's going to kill.
Here he is, Mr. Turquoise.
Maybe that's that turkey that Fez was talking about earlier.
Jive turkey is what it usually is, and it hurts.
All you know is TV, and it's so sad. Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey. Hi, Derek.
My buddies.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just sitting here listening. My head is spinning from all this ignorance, you know. The young
Please,
guy
how do you think I feel?
Oh, my God. The young guy that called talking about he loves hip-hop, but the black people don't accept it. It's not because he's white. It's because he's a fool. You know, there's plenty of white people who like hip-hop.
Fish-eyed fool? That one hurts, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You fish-eyed fool.
Fish-eyed fool.
Yeah. All right, what's your point, Derek?
But I think it's a lack of education on a lot of people's parts. A lot of young white kids, they don't know anything about black people. They think we kind of came out of thin air, you know. that we were slaves and then we weren't slaves and everything is fine, you know. And if they know, if they stop to take the time to know anything about us, they would know that we didn't, we contributed a lot to this country. And I really believe a lot of them don't think so.
All right, Derek, do you know a lot of white people? Are you friends with a lot of white people?
Oh, sure.
You take them in? Do you get them to understand?
Well, the ones I know, they already know. I don't hang around like stupid people. I hang around people who are, who are educated.
Okay. So me and Earl, we hang out with gangster rappers. That's the crowd that I run in.
I wouldn't even do that.
All right, Derek, so you're saying get to know each other, right, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't know why we got into this conversation. Here's Johnny. Johnny, you're on Ron and Fez, buddy. Johnny.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Yo, I gotta tell something to that Derek guy. I'm a white kid living in Lyndhurst, which is in Bergen County.
Yeah.
And, dude, I know a lot about black people.
How do you know so much?
Well, because they teach us in school, black friends and stuff. Of course, not in Bergen County. You gotta have them in Passaic or somewhere.
Yeah, you've got to drive to meet them.
I swear, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to...
If you see one at the mall, take a picture or buy him a soda.
See, in Lyndhurst, it's so damn bad. There's not one black person living in this town. I mean, if a black guy walks down the street, an accident has to happen. I mean, some guy's going to crash in his car.
Just stop and say you're not buying, are you?
No, I'm not. You can come over to Lyndhurst. They got a statue of Christopher Columbus fenced off right in the middle of the park with Italian flags everywhere.
Right.
It's pretty bad. And I don't know what Derek's talking about. Every single one of my white friends know everything about black people. Ask me anything about black history.
I don't want to, thanks.
He's asking for a quiz.
This is why a lot of the young white kids are called retarded. All right, we got a spy report, Fezzy.
Nice.
Spy report.
An African-American was spotted in New Milford 3 days ago.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's in Bergen County, and it just goes to show that you can come in and go. It's no problem at all. Hey, John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Ron and Fez.
Hey, my brother.
What's happening, man? First, I enjoy the show very much. And,
yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I can't get enough of it.
I'm a musician. All right, and I just wanted to say about the Soul Train Awards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If they had the white awards, white musicians only, that's ridiculous. Music is music, and that's it. That's the way I look at it. But every time I see the Soul Train Awards, I don't get it.
I watch the Essence Awards just for the fights.
No, I mean, are you saying that there's never any awards for just white people?
No.
There's never any.
I really don't care, but I'm saying if there was, I'm sure people would get grief over it.
But there is. There actually is. There's always awards like Italian American awards, Irish and American. American Indian.
I'm saying in the music business.
Well,
I don't. The music business.
Yeah.
They have award shows for. They have the Latin Grammys. They have award shows for Native Americans. I mean, it's not reserved for black
people.
If they had
who wins that? A guy on a drum every year?
No, I'm just saying if they had the white people awards, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
No, are you listening at all, John, other than saying the same thing that people have said for a long time? We're telling you, yes, there are separate
but
people that are
you're saying the Latin awards, you're saying, for...
I'm telling you that they give out Irish American awards at different places, Italian American. Nobody's ever gotten upset about that.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I think it all should be one, don't you?
No, not... All right, here's the white awards for you, the country awards.
The CMA.
There it is. The CMAs are nothing but white people. And, of course, every once in a while they'll bring out Charlie Rich or Charlie Pride. Whichever Charlie is black that they've propped up now for 60 years. But there you go. I mean, it's just basically for that type of music. Now, you have to say this. Don't you think that the hip-hop community has embraced Eminem?
Oh, without a doubt. Definitely.
And, the jazz community has always just taken the best players. And that was before anybody was doing any kind of integration. Yeah. They would always just pick the best players. No, and I'll say that for white people and black people. They never cared as long as they could play.
Well, that's my point exactly. Why bother separating that? Just take the greatest players, and music is music.
What about you, John? You ever win any award for anything?
No.
Yeah, okay. No. There you go. There you have it.
There you have it.
All right, stay, my friend.
Take care, guys.
He's going to get that citizenship award.
All right, here's Phil. Phil, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Phil.
Hey, Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on? Listen, I'm not going to get involved in any
All right, hold on. I just
Thank you.
I have to do this.
Spy report.
The black person in New Milford in Bergen County is now moving. We understand that he's heading down the boulevard. He is on the move. So if you spot him, please call. All right, go ahead, Phil. What can we do for you?
Listen, white people and black people, they're never going to get along. That we know right off the bat.
Well, we get along pretty well.
Well, anyway, listen.
Your name should have been
I just
Hope.
want to tell you realistically that, well, that female officer was somewhat correct when she said that.
You're a policeman here in New York City?
Yeah. In general, crimes against black people will always be classified as a hate crime if they're done by white people. Now, if it's reversed, in general, it's not going to get classified as a hate crime. It's just not. That's just the reality of the situation. Whether it's right or wrong, that's what's going to happen.
But this latest one where the guy comes into town and he's just all flipped out screaming, I'm going to kill some white people tonight. And since he didn't kill anybody and get a murder rap, they probably will slap the hate crime there, don't you think?
Right, yeah, they will because it's got some publicity. But I can tell you from experience, there has been a lot of black on white crimes that have just been swept under the rug. That's just the way it goes. You know, if it's black against a Jewish person, it's going to be a hate crime. If it's black against a gay white person, it's going to be a hate crime. If it's black against just a regular white schmuck, he's going to get...
I'll tell you this. When I was younger, I was about 17, I got jumped by a bunch of Amish guys.
Oh.
And it was awful.
That's horrible.
Because I was wearing pink.
Really? That's what it was?
They said it was too flashy.
Why don't they just shun you? Just shun you.
Well, that's basically what it was. They shunned. And that hurts.
They shunned the hell out of you.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Phil. So here's Phil. He's saying that you won't see a lot of hate crime of black people on white people, which is kind of how this thing started.
Well, I hope it's not just automatic that if it's a white person going after the black person, I hope it's not just automatic that it's a hate crime. I mean, if Ronnie slugs Earl, it's because Ronnie got bad tickets, not because Earl's black.
And sometimes I slug Earl just because I'm in a bad mood. And I come in swinging. Here is, and actually, I consider the hate crime what Earl did to Hal Dukes.
You ought to have been brought up in charges in Bergen County.
You beat a defensive white boy. Oh, by the way, here's a...
Spy report.
Oh, what do we got?
African-American in New Milford in Bergen County has now stopped for shakes and fries.
Uh-oh, okay.
He's got it appears to be a chocolate shake and fries.
Okay.
Outside the Burger King there.
All right, so we'll keep you updated on that as that story progresses.
He is on the move. He is on the move.
How many helicopters they got out there?
Right now there's 6 in the air.
Really?
There's 6 in the air.
Nice.
All right, we'll take a break and come back, Fez.
All right.
Boy, we're heavy tonight, aren't we, Earl? It's a heavy show tonight.
Heavy.
877-692-1027.
Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
We're running Fez.
This is my brother Earl. This was Earl's prom theme.
A lot of people don't know is Cyril Mayfield is his full name.
You know the movie, Earl?
Yes, very well. It's practically a cocaine commercial. It really is.
Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Ron and Fez, what's up, man?
What can we do for you tonight?
Hey, listen, I'm a little upset with you guys, okay?
Okay.
Because right now it seems to me, I was on hold for 25 minutes and then Billy came back on and said you guys are moving on. It seems to me you guys are
Billy's
picking and
an
choosing. Well, it seems like you guys are picking and choosing the calls that you want because I called up irate about this situation and, you know, you guys didn't want to put me on the air and listen to my side of my opinion.
Hold on. I'll call Billy in because that's not Billy's job to stop irate callers. Billy, get in here. So you said you called up angry about our show and Billy cut you off?
I was irate about this whole situation with what's going on in the newspaper and about the black against white issue.
All right, Billy, and you didn't want to put an irate caller on the air?
No, this is not the case at all, because when he first called me, he wasn't irate about the situation. You had a different subject matter you wanted to discuss, correct?
Oh, yeah, my exact words to you. Well, first of all, you didn't listen to the whole thing when I was telling you. The first thing I told you was, it's ridiculous that when it's 3 black guys on 1 white guy, it's just a regular robbery. But when it's 3 white guys on 1 black guy, it's automatically racial. And then I was going to tell you the rest of the story, and you're like, okay, wait, I'll put you on. And then I sat on hold for 20, 25 minutes, and then,
Just so you know, we got 14 phone lines here.
Absolutely, but I mean...
No one's going, nobody wants to hear about Bill because he's irate. We're just going back and forth with calls.
And, Bill, there's actually people on hold right now that have been on longer than you.
Okay, absolutely, but, I mean, you guys should listen to all sides of the story.
We're taking every different call, so no one's blowing you off or you wouldn't be on now, okay? All right, so we'll start fresh, Bill. Let's go from the beginning. What's wrong? What did we say wrong? What's got you mad?
Okay, what bothered me, I wasn't really mad about you in the beginning of...
No, you were a little bit mad. You were a little bit mad there, Bill.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't about you. It was about this whole issue in general.
Yeah.
And then when I got told, listen, they're moving on, and, hung up
Billy's
on,
wrong about that.
Okay, Bill, we're all past that. We didn't move on. You're on the air.
All right, listen.
No. You insulted him a little bit.
All right, I live in Patterson, New Jersey, okay?
Nice.
Which is 95% black and Hispanic.
Right now it's called Black and Bill.
Okay. And I went to Eastside High School before Joe Clark.
Eastside.
That's right. And when Joe Clark took over. Matter of fact, the white kid that was in the movie was one of my good friends, Frank Ferrigno. Okay? What the situation was, you know how many times I got beat up just walking...
What was that big song from that movie? I'm trying to think. What was it?
Lean on me.
What was it?
Lean on me. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, Lean on me.
Did you used to sing that, Bill?
Oh, yeah, fair east side, by thy side, we'll stand. Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
But you know how many times I got beat up? I got kicked through a plate glass window by 6 black kids just because I was white walking home from school.
I'm sure things like that happen. I agree.
Yeah, and nothing was ever said about it, and nothing was ever done about it. Or it was just regular kids being kids. Now the situation here is, you know what, it's going to be put aside because the guy's mentally challenged. But yet if 3 white guys did it to a black guy, it'd be like, Al Sharpton's going to be out there marching, and they're going to be picketing out front of the guy's house and saying how unfair it is because this happened to him because he's black. There comes a time when people have to wake up and see there are people out there that do this because people are black or because people are white.
Well,
okay.
All right, hold on, Bill. You don't know anything about this guy not being tried as a hate crime, and he was arrested, and I don't see him ever getting out.
Oh, his plea is definitely going to be insanity.
Well, that's could happen no matter who does it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what color you are if you're carrying a sword and a catheter.
But we have no activists out there for the white person when something like this happens.
You need an activist. You need a white activist.
Okay, Ron.
You need a white Sharpton.
Listen, no, it's not being a joke. I'm serious.
I'm asking you the truth. Do you really want a white activist?
I want people to stand up for when something like this does happen to a white person and see, hey, look, this is reverse discrimination, reverse, anti-racism.
I'm trying to think if we have a white activist. I would say David Dukes.
Sure, he's one.
I would also say Pat Robertson is probably what I would consider an idiotic white activist. Jerry Falwell. George W. Bush is a white activist.
Ron, listen.
Yeah.
If you come to Patterson right now, and if Bill came to Patterson right now, both of you had identical gold chains on.
Right.
Ron, you walk down 17th Ave or Park Avenue.
Right.
I guarantee you wouldn't get 1 block before you got robbed and beat down. Earl could walk through the streets, every street down here.
You know what we might do?
Where are you guys getting these gold chains, Rothmans?
Yeah. No.
I'll put them on your neck.
All right, why don't you do this, Bill? Has it ever dawned on you, because you said this has been going on a long time, do you?
Yeah.
You've been in that school a long time? What about, you were in the school, you live in the community now?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do. My son goes to Martin Luther King School.
How's he being treated?
Oh, it's the same thing, and he's only in 1st grade.
Has it ever occurred to you, maybe you start to thinking, maybe I ought to move?
Why though?
Patterson's not the place for me.
You seem to be so unhappy there. I'm just asking.
What I'm saying is I was born and raised 33 years.
It sounds like a living hell. It sounds like 33 years of a living hell, according to you. And now for your son.
So why should I?
No, you don't have
out of fear.
I am not asking you to move. I'm just asking, since you're so unhappy with it, why do you stay?
Have you ever considered it?
Because at one time there was a lot of white people in Patterson.
That's when it was Pat Patterson, New Jersey.
There is in a different part. Okay, it used to be, yeah, you're absolutely right. It used to be all Italians in the section that I live in.
Right.
But little by little, you know, as the population grows, the community grows. And people, the older generations, they move out of Patterson because of fear. It's exactly what happens.
All right, here's Tom. Tom wants to talk to you, okay? Tom, you got Bill on line one. How you doing, Tom?
Hey, buddies, 8423. Hooah! Listen, Bill, first of all, you should just move if it's so bad there. Second of all, do you ever hear of fighting back? Punch a black bastard right in his face.
All right, that's not what we're looking for.
That's what we tried to tell Al at Big Ass Benefits, too.
What are you crying for?
I'm 6'1".
You're 6'6", but you're still living there crying every day. Either move or swing in the trees with them. Because you're making me nauseous.
All right, Tom. I don't like that swinging in.
You know, it's not a matter of fighting back. If it's one-on-one, it's no big deal. But when you got 6 people on one person, there's no chance.
Yeah. I agree. I still have that, you know, look at other neighborhoods. That's just me. I might be looking in other neighborhoods. Actually, if I was a black guy living there, I'd be looking in other neighborhoods.
All right, anyway, you know what, you guys are great.
Yeah,
and
we
I
are.
just want to get a different side of opinion out there.
You got it, buddy.
And we're going to find a white activist for you. Okay?
Right now we have Bob Barr.
Yeah, you do that. Take it easy.
All right, say. All right, here's...
little mealy mouth.
Hey, Fez and I walking down the street today, directly into Ralph Nader. Ralph Nader, who's got the hairiest neck of any human being I've ever seen. Talk about not being out of the tree for too long.
And talk about someone who needs to get the Rothmans.
Had a fur neck that needed to be shaved. And I looked up at him this quick, girl. I go like this. Way to get George elected, Ralph.
He did. It was hysterical.
I gotta let Johnny Q know that one. Hey, Gerhard, you're on Running Fez.
Buddies.
Gerhard.
I happen to be German. And time after time, we were conquered.
We're going to kill you in World Cup, man.
Yeah, Friday's the big game.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Time after time, we were conquered and enslaved, but there's no chip on our shoulders. Hell, in that gladiator movie, we got our asses kicked by that Roman legion. They were fighting hand-to-hand and axe-to-axe, but the darn guineas, they used dogs and flaming catapults and arrows.
What are you trying to say, Gerhard?
But you don't see us holding a grudge for 600 years. We just pull ourselves up by our bootlaces and build some Tiger tanks and U-boats and get some respects.
Let me tell you something. Every time you guys pull yourself up by your bootstraps, we knock you on your ass again.
Yeah.
If there's more than 8 German people speaking together at one point, I want to roll a grenade between them.
What's nice is that's something everyone can agree upon.
Germans are the scariest white people in the history of the world. And I swear to God, even when I see the soccer team, I'm like, break it up, boys.
Right.
You know, when they were wearing black and white, I'm going, hey, looking a little too sporty there.
German restaurants shouldn't have tables for 2.
Right. No crowds.
No chance to organize again.
They're like fire ants. They all walk together at the same time. They all dress like they scare the hell out of us. No one's stranger and scarier than Germans.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you start goose-stepping in the same boots.
As soon as you guys get up off your asses, you're marching into Belgium and France. These are our paintings. Davin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello.
Oh, Dennis. I'm sorry, Dennis. You're on Ron and Fez.
I'm responding to that guy John who had a beef with the Soul Train Music Awards.
Yeah, that was a while ago, yeah.
You know, music is so wildly segregated. It's probably like the only art form where the actual segregation is responsible for stuff like Soul Train Music Awards. You know what I mean?
I'm not as sure if that's the only art form, but go ahead.
Well, do you walk in, do you walk in a museum and look at a sculpture or a painting and go, that's a nice white painting?
People, Basquiat was called a black painter, Spike Lee's called a black movie director.
But it doesn't interfere with your overall appreciation of the medium. Like for example, like you get a station like K-Rock. That traditionally doesn't play rap, but they'll play like artists like Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park and Beastie Boys and Eminem, guys who are clearly rap artists.
Right, okay, I understand what you're saying.
So it's almost like, the same with Earl. Are you there?
Yeah, Earl's here.
Earl's here.
Earl, you should talk to Eddie Trunk and try to get him to play some Bad Brains and some 24/7 Spies.
Why won't already?
Oh, he has?
Yes.
I'll just say this.
I must have missed that episode. But
Let me tell you.
Again, it's the music, and music need not be like that.
First of all, you've actually hit a good, strong point. It wasn't like that when we were younger, when you had top 40 stations.
Yeah.
They basically had everything. But those days are long gone. People narrowcast. They're looking at not so much a type of music, but a type of listener that's getting smaller and smaller and smaller every single day. So no, they don't mix that much music at all anymore. Even on the top 40 stations, it's almost like you have what now is called an urban station.
Yeah, I think it's at its worst here in New York. We went to Boston last week.
Even when you get a guy like Lenny Kravitz, who somehow or another falls into like a little bit of everything, but it's like you got a lot of urban contemporary stations that don't play him.
Oh, but they won't play Lenny Kravitz.
Well, black stations don't play James Brown anymore.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
It is tragic.
But, I mean, this is more of a fact of radio blows than, people are just racist. They, and a lot of it has to do with who the advertisers are trying to reach. But it is absolutely ridiculous. Now...
Yeah, we went up to Boston last week for our sister station, WBCN. They had
I'm a BRC member. I just want to let you know that, too.
Yeah, nice.
They had a big show up there, BCN. They had bands like The Strokes and POD, but the headliners, the two biggest receptions came from Public Enemy and Outkast.
Wow.
And Outkast headline. So
there's no doubt that I think that radio is completely wrong there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but they're not going backwards.
Yeah, when Outkast came on, nobody left.
Yeah.
There were 30,000 people there, and they were totally into it. And then the audience was almost 100% white.
Right.
I got a funny.
Let me tell you, by the same thing, and going a little older, the show that you lined us up for was Bowie and Counting Crows, that Tribeca Film Festival. Wycliffe comes out, place goes crazy, everybody's dancing, everybody had fun. I honestly don't think it's the people as much as the marketing of the radio stations.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's more of a radio blow situation.
Radio blows.
And I'm off the air. 10 years ago, a little bit over 10 years ago now, they had this group, Third Base. Remember those guys?
Yeah.
It was like two Jewish guys from Queens. They were rappers.
Yeah.
They were at the Apollo Theater. And I'll never forget this. They're on stage, and the rap guys do the whole call and response thing.
Yeah.
All right, so they're doing, they're doing the whole call and response thing. And finally, they get down, they say, the last thing they did was, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And the audience responded, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I just thought that was funny.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Take care, champ.
Thank you, Dennis.
Everything was going great to that Third Base personal story. No, I think everybody that even works in radio is embarrassed about it anymore. Rock radio has gotten awful. Top 40 is ridiculous.
I think Top 40 is starting to come around a little bit.
I don't hear it at all. I don't hear it at all.
I mean,
now, could you, again, go out and have a kind of a mass appeal Top 40 station, stuff that we used to listen to when we were younger? Because, I would remember hearing all the stuff that I heard when I heard the, 70s soul. I was also hearing, 70s rock and pop on that stuff. But you're not going to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on this station in BLS. Like, Frankie Crocker played Elton John, and he broke Madonna in New York.
No.
And, we used to have, here at the radio station, we used to have a gold record for Superfly.
Yeah, but that was always rare with a rock station. But, if you brought up something of people not playing James Brown anymore. Even in country stations, they don't play Johnny Cash anymore, or Willie Nelson.
I mean, country to this day, the thing is selling like hotcakes. The Old Brother Where Art Thou thing is selling like crazy. Country radio hasn't touched it.
There's no outlet for it.
There's no outlet for it, and it's still selling like crazy.
It stinks. Radio
That's
stinks.
weird. People love that CD. They buy it.
Oh, it's sold like 4 or 5 million copies.
And it doesn't fit in any format.
It's still selling. It sells like 100,000 copies a week or something ridiculous like that. And country radio, today's country radio won't touch it. It's too hokey. It's too old-timey.
Yeah. They don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. And people, I think, actually hate radio now. Compared to when I was younger.
Radio was like a lifeblood. It was just like, everyone used to walk around with the big boom boxes and everything. It was just like you couldn't leave without your radio.
You were like Radio Rakim when you were growing up. You were walking around, you tried to have the most badass boom box. We got a break here, Hawk. It's the Ron Fez Show.
102.7 1027 WNEW, New York. Ron and Fez. Frequency. 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez on a Tuesday. Ron Bennington, Fez WNEW with you.
Just hanging out. We're trying to get the guy on the phone, Fuzzy, who did this billboard upstate. Did you see this a little bit?
Yeah, this is in Newburgh. It's the Blue Moon Lounge, and it's a strip club, plus other things. They advertise exotic dancers and adult toys and lingerie. Now, he's got a billboard he put up in Newburgh. It advertises his club, Blue Moon, but on either side of the advertisement, one side is the Marines raising the flag at Iwo Jima.
Nice.
The other side is those 3 firefighters who raised the flag at Ground Zero after the attacks. And so people are a little offended in Newburgh, upstate, that he's using these images, these patriotic images, to sell dancers and adult toys and lingerie.
Well, we'll talk to him a little later on if we can work that out. Hey, Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, buddy. For you tonight?
Nothing much. I just want to comment on the whole, radio business you were talking about.
Yeah.
Pretty much all, and not to sound like Stalker Patty or anything, but all I do is listen to Pharrell, O&A, and you guys. Everything else has gone downhill. Like the rap. Basically with rap, they're just showing off their money,
Well, there's how many stations in New York City right now, Earl? I mean, there's tons, right?
Right off the top of my head, at least 25.
All right, plus. We know plus, smaller thing. That's not counting the AM dial.
Yeah.
Probably.
On FM dial 25.
On FM dial 25, you got to figure another 25 or so on the AM dial. And Long Island stations that bleed in. And it's very, very hard to get all excited about a music station like you used to when you were younger.
Yeah, exactly, because the music nowadays, like I said before, the rap is just the guys showing off their money. New rock that's coming out is just people talking about suicide and killing themselves. Hell, you got Columbine. And then, you got that dance stuff on 1035 or something like that, where, no real man can actually, cruise down the street with the windows down and that going up,
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah, well,
But you know what? Another big problem with all these radio stations, how many songs do you think they're playing on their playlist? Is anybody playing even 300 songs now?
Tops.
What did NEW used to think had on their playlist in the old days? 600, 700?
I couldn't even give a number.
Yeah.
Every show was different.
Right.
So every show had its own particular style. So it could be hundreds.
Yeah, and that's the way playlists used to be. And
bordering on maybe even thousands.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's the way, a playlist would be gigantic in the old days. But because the more popular stations played less and less tunes, this is what you're stuck with now.
Yeah, they would play the songs almost to the point where you got sick of them.
I mean, you got a classic rock station in town, and so they'll play Queen, but they'll play the same 2 or 3 Queen songs. And that's it.
Yeah, there you go. You got Bohemian Rhapsody.
You got a band that put out, 15 albums, yet only 3 songs are they going to play. And they'll go through, you could do that with about every single artist that they have. Occasionally, they'll play something a little deeper and act like it's a big deal. Like, hey, here's something. Here's something you haven't heard in a long time.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I think it's almost self-diagnosing illness. It's the record companies, and they're signing crap now, and, they're using it to shape the face of music and music history, and it stinks.
Well, I mean, there's still bands out there that can't be played that are pretty interesting.
I think there's more bands that are not being played that are really, really good.
I know.
But they're getting signed by record companies, and they belong to a record company.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just part of it.
I blame radio. I mean, record companies can be blamed for millions and millions of things, but nobody can go out and program a big radio station anymore. It doesn't happen. You know why? You get 3 months, and then you're out. And these guys want to keep their jobs. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like James Brown.
You like James Brown, right?
Everybody likes James Brown.
Exactly, and that's my point. Why don't we hear more James Brown on the radio?
You know, and here he comes.
He said he didn't know.
Here's what I like to have James Brown as our DJ.
Make it fun.
This would be on the Black Rock Show. That Earl wants to do.
Nice.
Actually, Earl, and I said it to Jeremy a million times, like, even on the weekend here, they ought to do something with the station. Take some chances.
That's a situation that might soon be corrected very soon.
The Make It Funky Hour?
Here's our buddy Mike the Teacher. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Last station I worked at is a pretty big station, remaining nameless down here at the Jersey Shore. Didn't even have to get out of my chair during a 6-hour shift to pull the CDs. A 4-sided CD rack with maybe 20 discs per side. That'd be 80 CDs. And then the quote-unquote new stuff was maybe 20 CD singles to my left. And that was it. And requests, forget about it. You know, when you'd say something like, and Tom down in Tom's River wants to hear a little Aerosmith here, the only reason you could say that was because it happened to pop up on the playlist.
Sure.
Well,
You know, he requested, of course, some Rare song, but you had to play Love on an Elevator
Sure.
for the 18 billionth time.
All right, I remember when they did this, they went to the gold disc, where they would actually give you all the hits on the same thing. It's almost like the station made a mixtape for you.
Yep.
And they would have 20 songs of all off the playlist on that disc, so you would not be stuck having a huge library. Now I have friends working in radio that it's programmed in through the computer with the breaks programmed in, so it's no longer up to them what record they're playing. It's not even a record, of course.
At the worst, speaking of those country stations, I had an ex-girlfriend working a country station that was satellite-driven. I mean, the carts would come around this big spindle and insert themselves into the machines. The only thing she did, besides taking meter readings and stuff like that, was at 5 of, she would break in and do a 60-second live weather update, and that was it. I mean, radio is... music radio for a format is, for all intents and purposes, a dead format. There's really nothing going on.
All right, thanks, Mikey. We'll
Take care,
talk to you later.
Thanks.
And, I'm looking at the instant feedback, and Matt's saying that, and there is some really great bands right now that's starting to get some play, but it's kind of light. But, we were talking about music a minute. It's almost like there's a scene with this whole White Stripes thing happening. And the Hives and...
sort of like that back to basics.
Yeah.
Because the White Stripes, it's like a brother and sister. The sister plays drum, he plays guitar. That's it.
They're the Carpenters.
And then, the weird stuff in New York right now, like the Yeah, Yeah, Yeahs, and there's some interesting stuff out there, but there always has been.
Yeah.
They're not going to get played.
And I think MTV has, the whole video thing also has a lot to do with it, because remember the early days of MTV, like, you would see Christopher Cross on MTV, and then somebody realized, this guy's really fat. We don't want a fat guy on MTV.
All right, here's something interesting on the instant feedback.
Video killed the fat star.
It says, nothing against Lou Reed, but why must Q104 play Walk on the Wild Side 3 times a day? Lou Reed has probably 50 great songs. And yet, Walk on the Wild Side is the only damn thing you're ever going to get. Elvis Costello probably has 60 great songs.
Playing the Beacon tonight.
Yeah, and they're going to play Veronica for you.
Always.
Not that there's anything wrong with Veronica, but why again? Maybe they'll break it up with an occasional Allison. Rick, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I agree. I think radio pretty much sucks right now, especially in New York. I don't know, maybe you guys know better than me. Why is there not a radio station that's willing to take a chance and say, okay, look, we realize that most music sucks right now and that there's nothing out there. Why isn't there a station that's going to take a chance and play some stuff that, it's a little bit maybe experimental?
Because there's no financial gain for them to do that.
There's no chance that could succeed?
There is a chance that could come out of the box, but let's suppose you have a big mass appeal station, anymore. And people don't, I always laugh when people try to, and Fez and I never talk about ratings, and they don't have, it's such the smallest thing that the ratings are that the advertisers are interested in. If you knew what we get our bonuses on, it is the tiniest, least ethnically diverse, penis endowed thing that you can imagine. So they are only real, and that's how the advertisers themselves buy. And let's face it, it's a multi-million-dollar thing to run a radio station in New York City anymore. They're not into it for the music. At one time, the station that you're listening to was into it for the music, and they were almost a joke for it.
No, I mean, well, NEWFM, it was corporately owned. It was owned by one of the biggest companies in the United States.
But you know they stayed under the radar for a long time.
Yeah, they stayed under the radar primarily because it was so the FM format was so out of the blue and so new. Nobody knew what to do with it. It's like, let's just have fun with it and see what happens.
Here's Mike.
Well, fun is gone, my friend.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
It's been going a long time.
Hey, Mike, go ahead.
Sense after Chuck Berry. You need like a little code book to figure out with every song. Hey, man, that means this. It's like, you don't even understand what music says.
All right, so you just want to listen to Chuck Berry.
Well, no, I'm just saying you can't understand a word, anything is going on. You need like it's like a little club. It's like you have to figure out the codes of the band. They're not saying anything. No music.
You're the most paranoid man I've ever heard in my life. You haven't felt good since Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll.
No, I'm not saying that, dude. If you think about it, it's all code. Nothing is talking.
Everything's code, right? All right, put your tinfoil hat back on, okay? And be careful, because they're trying to read your brainwaves.
I think my father just called. Bug music.
It's all bug music. All right, this on the instant feedback. Why are there playlists? What's the whole point of DJs to sit in their asses and intro songs? That's exactly all they do. They're not pulling their own songs.
Yeah.
And when, Mike actually told you the truth. When you hear somebody on a radio station who said, I want to hear this, either the DJ told them to say that.
True.
And they taped it and ran that. It's very rarely live. Other than talk and morning radio at a lot of stations, there's no job that's really fun in radio anymore.
It's babysitting.
Yeah, man, I think that's why talk is such a hot format right now. They like the interaction. Well, almost hot.
But it is actually the only fun place to work in radio anymore.
Yeah.
And whatever you have,
spontaneous.
Whatever you happen to say about our bosses, no one ever says to you, hey, what are you going to do when you get in there tonight? Can you imagine?
God.
Could you imagine, Earl, working anywhere in music radio where your boss doesn't know what the 4 hours of show is going to be? Or in the case of me and Fez, and I'll say the same thing for Opie and Anthony, we don't know where this show's going to go in any 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of...
Could you imagine you have a playlist of jokes?
I think it's the only format where you can openly just not only trash your boss, destroy him, and there's no real retribution for it.
Yeah, well,
almost.
Or on the other side of it, when you're done with your shift, you're on a music station, your intro and songs, you get 11 seconds at a pop to talk, and then you have to take that tape into the boss's office and sit there and listen to those 11-second breaks with them.
And he's going to say, oh, you stumbled here.
Right.
Or you could have cut this down.
Really should have led with the weather.
And people want to work in that? That's amazing to me. Here's Diane. Diane, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Diane.
Hi. I just wanted to say it really sucks because I listen to a lot of heavy stuff. I mean, I go to Ozfest and all that, and I love that. And the only place that used to play the good stuff was 89.5, which completely changed their format to be exactly like 92.3, which all they play is Creed or any of those pseudo-hard bands that really don't play hard music. They just play whatever is commercially acceptable.
Yeah, and I mean, I almost find no blame in that at all. I figure, what the hell, if you're going to do that, you might as well make money. Because no one's going to play.
But the thing is, they're not giving people who don't make that kind of music the opportunity to get out. A good friend of mine has a band and has been trying to get out there for about 7 years. And you know what all the people from the radio companies tell him is put on leather pants, wear a bright, sparkly shirt, and sing like this.
But do you think...
It's not how they are, and that's the only people that they want to sign.
Can I ask you a question, Diane? When you hear this song, it doesn't really just touch you somewhere in deep? Don't you think this is what Jesus would be singing?
If Jesus was in leather pants?
If Jesus could carry a tune? Which I understand he couldn't. They used to tease him and call him Jesus One Note.
I thought he cured the tone deaf.
Oh, most definitely.
I don't know why anybody would be in a band and think, hey, we're going to make it one of these days. You'd be better off scratching off lottery tickets.
See, the thing, the people who are in it because they love the kind of music, it just absolutely sucks because, you know what? I mean, and there's all these bad stereotypes about people who listen to the kind of stuff that I do. And I am a very genuinely nice person, and I'm not insane, but the music that I listen to is the way I get my aggression out instead of taking it out on people. And
What do you do? Will you get in the pit and try to love someone? Is that you, baby?
Is that how it works?
You're in the pit?
well, I can't. I'm little. I'm 5'2", so I can't really get in the pit if I don't want to get killed. But, you know, I stand around the outskirts, and I enjoy it.
Just snap your head back and forth?
Yeah.
Like Garth? All right, we'll say, honey.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
877-692-1027.
Brad, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Brad.
That guy's big ass 20. Two quick things. First, I want to correct Dark Girl. I think the White Stripes are an ex-husband, ex-wife combo.
I think that's been debated for a while.
Hey, I thought they were brother and sister, too.
I don't know, but I think they were formerly married.
I think Rolling Stone has said they're a divorced divorced
I heard
couple.
they were a divorced brother and sister.
That's incredible. And the other thing, on the Hot 97 morning show, they've been playing a lot of, like, Rush and Sabbath and old Metallica and Slayer. They had Geddy Lee on. You know, I don't know.
Are you saying they're attempting it, right?
The morning show host loves Rush, and he had Rush on this show.
Yeah.
He's always playing, like, old Metallica.
He was hoping to get Limbaugh. Geddy Lee showed up.
Easy mistake. All right, guys.
That's it.
I believe this is an aunt and a nephew.
I like any bands that dress alike. I think it's time to get back to that.
That's where it went wrong.
You would love the Hives.
Yeah, I do. I listen to the Hives.
They wear like matching silver ties.
Somebody just, I think Allie gave me the Hives thing a couple months ago.
Allie always gives me the Hives.
No, not like that. In a good way.
Hanging out with Stifler.
Here is Jennifer. Jennifer, you're on Run and Fez. How you doing?
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
This is so funny that we're calling into talk radio to complain about the music on radio.
It's true, though.
It's like we're preaching to a big old choir here. Well, you know, it's interesting when you're talking to Diane, you're asking her if Creed didn't touch her somewhere, and the problem is the record companies... Sir, what?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The record companies test records, and when they test them for radio play. What they test to see is if you're going to turn it up or turn it down. And you would think turning it up would be a positive response, but either motion is a bad response. They don't want you to respond to the music because if you're going to reach for that, you could reach the dial and change a station.
So they just want you to sit passively.
That's bad news for the advertisers.
Yeah.
So it's so amusing that music, which is supposed to give us like this visceral response,
right.
Either love it or hate it.
That's why in talk radio we try to get you to reach for your crotch. That's what we're after. Just rub a little, just gently while you're listening.
And turn it up.
Yeah, reach to scratch maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we do that as well. Sometimes it starts to itch.
That's what talk radio does. It makes you reach for those places.
Yeah. The hard to reach places.
The naughty bits.
Hey, you haven't seen, you don't know it's that hard to reach.
I'm saying you've got to wipe with paper on the end of a stick.
I have no response for that.
Yeah, you don't need to. Thank you so much, darling.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
The best you can do is sit on a can of scrubbing bubbles.
What's that, though? I don't even understand.
Just foams it up.
Oh, and itches?
Cleans
Scratches?
it out.
Oh, here's Tom. Tom, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Buddy.
Tom.
Hey, buddy. XM, man.
Oh, that's the satellite music.
AM, FM, and now XM.
Yeah, I got a chance to play with one of those. My buddy's got it. You know, it's cool. There's no commercials, and you get a lot of stuff that you wouldn't otherwise get. But it's like paying for bottled water, man. You know, water used to be good enough.
Yeah.
And radio used to be good enough, and now you got to pay for the good stuff. And it kind
you would think as life went on, we would be paying for less things. You know? Exactly. Why are we now paying for radio and TV? And water.
Like, you can make the case for cable. Cable's better than network TV.
Oh, but cable's kicking butt now.
All right, but by the same thing, all right, we were talking about a mass appeal, radio station. There's no more mass appeal TV. TV ratings are down so low that nobody watches the same shows like they used to watch pre-cable. Like every, I'm trying to think of when Seinfeld went off the air, okay? And everybody was all excited because everybody's going to be watching Seinfeld. Those things actually, that rating was about the size of what the Munsters used to be on a weekly level. You know, like when MASH went off the air, it was twice as big as when Seinfeld went off because there was less stations.
I'm trying to think, like when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan.
When the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan, people watched, but now you won't even have a variety show like Ed Sullivan because everybody's off in their own places. And that's what I kind of like about talk radio is that you don't just have the same kind. Like when we went out to our gig the other night at Hooters, we met men and women, we met black people, we met white people, we met all a cross-section of people.
People from other shows showed up.
Right, people from other shows. We're not looking to exclude. We're trying to include in talk radio. You know, we want the same thing out of our callers. We'll always go to a variety of callers. What else does that right now?
Well, people still get duped about The Sopranos and stuff like that.
What are you even talking about with The Sopranos?
Sopranos are good.
Yeah,
You don't like
Sopranos, but everybody's not watching Sopranos. In terms
a lot of people watch Sopranos.
All right, I want you to understand something. Like when the Beverly Hillbillies used to be on television in the 60s, right? That would normally get like a 40 share or a 45 share. The way a WABC radio in New York would get a 30 share back in the 60s.
Yeah, how many channels were there back then?
This is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Oh.
What is wrong with you? What I'm trying to tell you, so few people watch The Sopranos as opposed to would have watched the Beatles on Ed Sullivan.
I get you.
Do you get that now? What I'm trying to say is that's the thing that I don't like about XM radio is there's 100 different channels. There's never going to be any personality on XM radio. To me, it sounds like it's going to sound exactly like the kind of radio that you listen to on an airplane, where you just get that Eagle station on the airplane that'll play every Eagles hit.
No, remember, wasn't it in Florida they had the old Led Zeppelin station?
Yeah, they
started out that way, yeah.
That's what everybody does when they flip. When everybody flips, they try to act like, no, we're going to be all Led Zeppelin.
When Q104 went, before they went classic rock, they were pure rock, which was actually the last really cool station in New York. They played nothing but AC/DC. 24 hours.
For how long? A day or two?
Actually, almost a week.
Here's Greg. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, how are you guys?
Yeah.
I'm from Philly, and they got a station there. Well, I'm sure you guys know the YSP with O&A and Don and Mike. But before, they were completely music.
Right.
And I loved it. And, you know, then I took a little turn because I didn't really like to talk, and it's so compelling. I love it now, and I hate the music.
So it took you to actually hear talk radio before you started to like it?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I wasn't really keen on O&A. Now I love them. I love you guys. I'm just waiting for you guys to get on 94 down to Philly after O&A, and then it'll be a complete talk radio station now.
No, they want to just do music at night there.
Yeah, that's
they want 4 hours
they
kick-ass music.
They push that guy from in the morning to, 8 to 11 now.
He's like the Ed McMahon. He keeps sliding down the couch.
That's the guest show up.
Pretty good if you ever heard him. He's a decent guy. He's going to be ousted pretty soon, I'll bet you.
I have no idea, and I don't wish anybody any bad luck in this business. Thanks a lot, Greg.
No problem.
All right, but so what he's saying, he used to listen to rock radio, and after he heard some talk, started to like it.
Yeah, man, I think also with music, you have to be such a complete package now if you're a band. Not only you have to sound good, you have to look good, and you have to pretty much articulate yourself a lot better. I mean, if you rock out but you're 400 pounds, you're probably not going to get the bigger push than someone who is, 6'2" and goes.
Yeah, but you know what? There should be enough.
But he had to lose weight.
Right, he got stapled.
Yeah, he got stapled and lost a lot of weight.
He did that for himself. But there's enough music out there.
Plus, he had a heart attack.
Earl, you can't blame it all on the bands. You honestly can't.
No, I'm not blaming it on the bands. I'm just saying that you have to.
You seem to be this anti-MTV thing.
Not anti-MTV. I just think that.
Which isn't even playing music anymore.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying it's a lot more style over substance. Majority of it.
Hey, Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick,
actually, what's happened to radio is basically what happens to everything in America. It just gets slick and corporatized. What you get is a bunch of soulless suits who don't care about the art or don't care about, anything more than the bottom line. And
I don't know if they ever did. I don't know, like when Elvis broke and Little Richard, the moment that they thought they couldn't make a dollar off those guys, they were out.
Well, the whole problem now is, though, it's so, what I call stratified, is that, like a friend of mine said, Garth Brooks sold 100 million records. I can't name one of his songs. And it's true.
I only know that one song by him.
Low Places?
Yeah, that whole I Got Friends in Low Places.
The only other one I know is where he screams and the lightning strikes and the thunder rolls.
I don't know about that one.
The only thing I'll say
Did he do Coward of the County, or is it somebody?
That was Kenny Rogers.
God damn.
I remember
That's good chicken.
The only thing that I would say is good is that back in like the late 80s, like the end of the Reagan thing, was the worst period for music because you had all like those bleach blonde poser fruits playing all that bad music. Plus you had the pop. Now at least
Eddie Trunk believes that was the high point of music.
Yeah, that was the worst point in the history of rock. The point is that even in the 90s we had all the boy bands and the Bobby dolls and all the fruitcakes. Right alongside at number one, you had Korn and Rage, and even with like rap, Earl knows what I'm talking about. Check out Black Star, Dead Prez, Outkast. Great stuff with something to say, man.
Earl, you understand all this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Earl.
You.
Free with me and my brother. Peace out.
Man,
I love Earl.
I would break into prison to shoot my man. That's how sure I am that he did it. That's how positive. All right, Billy's on the phone for us. Billy, you're on Ron and Fez. You're on the air.
Hey, guys, quick little update.
Oh, nice, Ronnie. Sweaty news.
All right, hold on.
I'm very excited.
Sweaty news update.
Yes, your Sweaty news update here. I'm on my way back from Two Boots with, I got 3 pies coming back. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, so to plan accordingly.
So that's your idea of way of putting a spoke in our, a stick in the spokes of our show.
All right, so we should plan accordingly. Does that mean keep doing the show until you get here and then we'll eat pizza? Is that your big plan?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to give you some little, a little something to look forward to, letting you know I'm on my way back. They're all done, and I'm sitting right next to you.
Whoops, Billy has to stop the show. This is your way of helping out, Billy?
Well, yeah, I thought it would be
All right, just so everyone knows, when you get a Sweaty news update, A, it's not news at all. It's either old or something you just don't care about. And B, he's really hot and sweaty when he delivers it.
Sweaty news update.
I honestly think now we should have kept down and lost Billy. By the way,
is there any way to change that contract that Al signed?
All right, when Billy's running down the hall.
Sweaty news update.
We get a Sweaty news update. Al Duke's still in the building, correct? During the day? Still hanging out with
Someone
Jeremy?
spotted him again today?
And Craig?
Yeah, I saw him talking to Jeremy and Craig. I don't know what that was all about.
So, as many people who say to us, oh, it's a wrestling work, we don't know what's happening. But it was definitely not a wrestling work. Yeah. Anybody who was there saw that Al fought his heart out. And if anything, you don't see us slapping Rory in the back because we thought he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, Rory has not been congratulated on that fight. Thank God there were no judges.
He let him last for 6 rounds.
No one's ever done that.
Yeah. You had the worst fight against him ever.
Al did like 600% better against you.
It was Thunderdome rules, though, I had the TKO.
Thunderdome.
I don't know. If this would have went 3 rounds, I don't know.
I knocked him out 3 times in the 3rd round. That would have been the TKO.
Third round, you definitely won. No, you don't have a TKO in the 3rd round for 3 knockdowns. It's only 1st round, 3 knockdowns. You better learn your boxing, son.
Yeah.
If you're going to be the new boxer of the Ron and Fez show.
Oh, God.
I'm a street fighter. It's tough.
It's, now you're starting to sound like Al. You have excuses. Hey, Jack. Jack, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Jack. Jack? No Jack.
No Jack City. Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dave, what you got, buddy?
Hello?
Yes, Dave. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, buddies? Hey guys, card number, Rory hasn't sent me my card yet.
Damn, Rory. When are the cards going out, Rory?
They are going to go out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm going to be working all weekend to put them out.
Good deal. I want it, baby. I was calling to say that there's good radio and college radio stations, man. You guys are selling short to college radio stations. There's no commercials.
Yeah, okay, sure. If you live 15 yards of Athens, Georgia, you'll pick up a college radio station.
Nah, man, our station gets all the way out on the island.
All right, so where are you at, Dave?
Stony Brook.
And what's your...
It's a junior college radio station.
Dave, when's your show?
All right, every other Thursday.
I see. This is one of the problems with college radio.
Yep.
My
From
favorite
3
show.
a.m. to 6:30, but that's not important.
No commitment. But you're gonna get a lot of the acid heads. And what are you playing?
A lot of acid head music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? You know.
Yeah, I understand.
All
but
right,
it's gonna
see
be
you, buddies.
All right, see you, pal. But sometimes it's all jazz, freeform jazz. It's not exactly
going to some Peter Tosh and
Peter Tosh, and of course Tenacious D.
You're playing P-Funk?
877-692-1027.
We'll take a break and come back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
We're out of Fez. On a Tuesday, 877-692-1027. Big, stupid, sweaty news update. HR Fat and Stuff didn't get back with the pizzas during the commercial break, so now we gotta wait another however long before we eat.
Sweaty news update.
But here's some good news. Look who just dropped in. Nurse Myra and Robin in the house.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, and as always, Nurse Myra, please, she always insists that we please rise for the Russian national anthem.
Look at this.
I won't stand up.
Look at this form-fitting dress that Myra's wearing.
Where have you girls been? Out on the town?
Yes. Yes. Movie premiere.
Really?
Mr.Deeds world premiere.
Was it funny?
Yeah, it was funny.
It was okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, it was okay. I'm
now,
sorry.
do you ever like Adam Sandler movies?
No, I'm not a big fan.
Okay, so that doesn't scare me off as much.
This is what this show needs, Ronnie. Serbian movie reviews.
I thought that Adam Sandler was kind of just a guy's thing.
No, I like him. I like Adam Sandler movies. It was okay. It was typical.
All right, tell me the truth. This doesn't make you laugh?
Shampoo is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really, fool? Really?
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty funny. Well, it was like a typical Adam Sandler movie, you know, at the end where everybody realizes what, who they truly are. And
That's good.
Was he really silly Adam Sandler, like Billy Madison Adam Sandler, or was he more sensitive Big Daddy wedding singer Adam Sandler?
That one's the latter.
The latter Sandler.
Naive from a small town.
Yeah.
But is it funny? Is it silly?
Yes, I thought it was. You don't like Adam Sandler?
No, I mean, there was some parts where it was pretty funny, but there was the whole time where I was just, like, sucking my teeth and, like, okay, let's see where this
I like the idea of
goes.
sucking anything. That gets me excited. She's so hot.
Adam Sandler, when he tries to get a
What
little...
color is this dress? What color is that considered?
Lavender.
It was lavender, yeah.
Nice. It's kind of a periwinkle.
Lavender, no shoulder straps.
Nope.
And just completely form-fitting.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so premiere, was Adam Sandler there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So did you go say to
I mean,
him?
it was the whole red carpet and everything. It was
Really?
right at Lincoln
Yeah,
Square,
it was premiere.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing sitting here,
I know,
Ronnie?
I should be in some premieres.
We saw Heather Graham.
Yeah.
She's so hot, isn't she?
She's beautiful.
I thought my tongue was going to fall out of my mouth.
Yeah.
She's very beautiful.
And I know where it would land.
She's very what then?
Yes.
Yeah. Except for she has those big fake breasts now.
Mm-hmm. Then we saw the guy that, I don't know what his name is. He sat down next to me. The guy that...
Bring It On.
Bring It On, that movie with Kirsten Dunst.
Black guy or white guy?
White guy. He
Oh,
was
let me
like,
check
he
with
was
Roy
the
then.
brother.
The cheerleading movie?
Yeah.
Just bring it on, Fez.
Okay.
That's what happened when we had Cheers Against Earl. It was our own version of Bring It On.
We don't know if Winona was there, though.
Yeah. We
called it Bring It Ron.
We were trying to look for those free Winona T-shirts because we wanted to wear them. But
I looked everywhere.
Yeah,
couldn't
we couldn't find
find
any.
That'd have been good.
And that's about it. So now they're having this huge after party. There's buses
Are you gonna
everywhere.
go?
We don't have tickets.
Earl, you don't have any connections?
I'll make a couple of calls.
Earl always gets us into the after parties.
That's
Yeah,
his
they
big
had
thing.
crazy buses going.
He brings that chickenpox girl and then gets us into the after party.
What? I didn't know.
She had chickenpox. She was 8.
If she gave them to Steve Buscemi, she's in big trouble.
He was in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
If it's a Sandler flick.
Jesse Bradford is the bringing on guy.
Yes, he was
You're
there.
hanging with Jesse Bradford.
Yeah, he almost sat next to me until he decided he didn't want to.
Really? You turned him off with the...
Sat down.
What'd you do?
You're wearing a Big Daddy t-shirt, so, you know.
Oh, what is that? Some girl came up to me and was convinced that this was a very expensive designer T-shirt, and I forgot who she said it was.
She started screaming his designer's name while
She's
she
like,
bought
I
it.
knew it was. And I'm like, well, I got it for $1. So I sorry and cut it myself.
Why would anybody wear a designer t-shirt? Somebody told me it was Darlene. She spent $60 on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
What the hell did it even say on it? It was supposed to impress us. I think it said, Frankie says stop.
Yeah, it was some like slang word or something like that. It wasn't even anything.
Choose life.
Yeah, I think it had an arrow pointing towards her crotch, too, or something.
Eat this.
Yeah.
That's all it said was eat this.
$60 for that.
Myra, you're looking so hot tonight. Now, you had a man in your life?
No, I don't.
Why?
I guess just can't find the right guy.
Really?
Really, I can't find the right guy.
Although you find a lot of right girls for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's bizarre. Yeah. So
Ivan, what about you?
No, not really. It's kind of single at the moment.
I don't understand this. I don't understand how these women end up unattached. Maybe we should do a quick mystery date tonight.
Too choosy, I think.
Well,
tell us about the
hopefully Jesse Bradford.
Tell us about the perfect guy for you.
The perfect guy for
And how come
Myra.
they're not drinking? The girls should be drinking.
Oh, no.
What are we waiting for, Rory? Al would have had them drunk by now. Al was the best producer of all time.
God, how we miss Al Dukes and his efficiency.
Is there pictures of you online, Myra?
No, I don't think so. I have no idea.
Because you literally have maybe the best ass I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's really cool of you.
As a matter of fact, this is the first time I ever looked straight at your face, and it's gorgeous as well. Normally, I try to work myself around you and check out the boot.
Thank
Now,
you.
you were dating that guy with the real shiny eyes.
Who was that?
I don't know, but a guy that you...
Shiny?
Terminator?
Did you see that guy that she was dating last time, that he had the really bright eyes?
Okay. I don't remember. The last one?
Yeah. Didn't he have really bright eyes?
No, they're like
I always called him Bright Eyes, but that's when I was doing my experiments.
Maybe he was just standing in front of a lamp.
Probably.
Give me that Bonnie Tyler Turn Around Bright Eyes Total Eclipse thing.
Turn around, bright eyes. That's what she said when he was leaving.
Hey, turn around, Bright Eyes.
So, you're not with him anymore?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
No.
Bright Eyes.
No, it was 2 months of...
Now, I know this about you, Myra. You like to be spanked a little bit.
Yes, I do.
What is it about the spanking itself?
I just guess being submissive, that's all.
You like to be submissive
Yeah.
with men, but then I notice with women you're kind of aggressive.
Very much so.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I don't know.
She is S with men, M with women. Is that the way it would work?
Yeah. M with women, S with men.
Beers or you guys want cocktails?
Oh, what are the cocktails?
We can
Rory,
mix
what do we
anything.
have in the bar?
What do we have?
I'm a bartender. I could do this. Tell
We
me.
got some scotch, some vodka, some rum.
What is it, Ed Asner's office? We don't have any mixers?
We got some scotch.
Some vodka, some Jägermeister,
Oh, Lord.
and I think we still have some tequila left.
I'll stick with the good old Budweiser.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the beer. Real classy.
We've got to restock the bar. That's your job now.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
All right, what kind, we'll check with Myra first. What kind of guy do you really like? What are you looking for? Guy that can take control, snatch you by that hair of yours and pull you over.
Of course.
Get over here. That's it. All right, what else? What are you looking
Single.
for? Single? Oh.
Yeah.
That's always a plus.
Very nice and just basically my equal. I don't want anyone who could really take control of me mentally, you know what I mean, try to like tell me what to do, and at the same time I really don't need a puppy dog.
Do they have to be Eastern Bloc? Or can they be American?
They could be, it doesn't matter the nationality.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, we just need to know these things.
Yeah.
All right, because we're going to be doing a mystery date.
Oh,
do we have time to do one, you think? It's only an hour in the show. Maybe we ought to line them up from another night.
We could do it tonight unless you want to save it for another night.
All right, hold on.
Why don't we save it?
My mystery day.
Mystery day. Are you ready for your
Mystery Day?
Don't be late. It's easy. Open the door for your mystery day.
So maybe we'll save it for another night. You think we ought to?
When the bar's stocked?
Yeah, that'd probably be better.
Yeah, not when just the bar's stocked, but when we know, we're going to give you time to pick the right guy, not just an hour.
Okay.
Because people are going to go crazy for you, Myra.
Oh, right. I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't see it, to be honest with you. I don't see.
Have you seen yourself naked? Because I see you in the G-string and then when the girls start to spank you, and it's perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I almost spanked the bat shot on you myself one night. I almost did. And that's the highest compliment.
Flatterer.
I get that way.
You are smooth with the ladies. I wish I could learn that from you.
I don't just say it to everybody.
But you're engaged, aren't you?
Yes, I have a fiance in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Hey, Frank, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Frank.
God, I hope I have good timing. I am the biggest Nurse Myra fan. I love her.
No.
Where did you start to get hip to her at?
I'm sorry?
How did you become aware of Nurse Myra? Have you seen her?
Oh, on your show, just listening to her, and she's a ballerina behind the bar.
Oh, you've been up to her bar.
Yes, I know exactly who this is, yeah.
Now, do you get a lot of guys hitting on you there?
No, not that I...
Are you wearing a G-string tonight?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's take a look.
I've seen her.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Let's just take a
got
look.
a Brazilian done the other day.
All right, good. Because I don't like a big hairy.
I can't believe I'm going to do this in front of Robin.
Go ahead. Robin, you can turn your eyes.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
She is a tiny dancer behind the bar.
Wow.
Can you describe this?
What's that, Frank?
It's absolutely perfect.
The little Brazilian she has is actually doing very well for a Fez.
Yes. It's very painful, but...
Is it painful?
Of course.
How often do you have to have it done?
Well, I smoked... Can I say it?
Yeah.
I smoked a bunch of pot before I went, so I didn't have to feel it. And then that's about it. I'm sorry.
See, when I would smoke pot, I would actually feel things more.
That's what I'm doing wrong with my Brazilian.
But it was very painful, but it lasts a month.
It lasts a month for you, so you're going to go 12 times a year for that big rip.
Of course.
Is it just one rip?
No, it's like I have to sit there butterfly style.
Look, she just sits there and opens up. No, describe butterfly style to us.
It's perfect.
Oh, no, that's my tattoo. I'm laying on the table or whatever. And then,
like you're having a baby, almost?
No, not with my feet up. My feet are touching, and I'm like...
Oh, you're not in the stirrups?
No.
Slower?
All right, so the feet actually have to come back around like a yoga move.
And my legs are, my knees are spread, touching the sides of the table.
So it's like Indian style without crossing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then she
like
just
feet
sits
together.
there. Yeah.
All right, you know who Robin reminds me of, and I'm just picking this up, Fezzy. Real World Seattle. The girl on there named... Damn, I can't think of it right now.
All right, that was Lindsay.
Lindsay.
All right.
You're a Lindsay lookalike.
She the one that went crazy and had Lyme disease?
No.
That
She
was Irene.
Lindsay was the one who kind of was the better rock DJ.
Right,
Who was working at the Edge.
1077 The Edge.
All right, Frank, we're probably not going to do it now. Now we figured out we didn't have enough
I didn't know
time.
I was still here. I was listening to the radio on the phone.
And talking aloud.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
Like a
See you
nut
Thursday,
bar.
Myra.
We found you.
Hi.
Boy.
Bye.
Hey, does a bartender get fans and actually follow you?
What do you mean, follow me, outside?
Like bartender groupies.
But
I definitely
just show up on your nights?
Yeah, I have people. I had these two guys tip me $100 last week
Each?
on a $100 check.
What did they? What did you do so well for them?
They said I made really killer Long Island iced teas because I have a secret recipe.
What do you put in a PCP?
And he said it was the best Long Island he ever tasted, and he tipped me $100, and they always come in when I'm working. That's it. I mean, I have a lot of regulars, but I guess that's...
What kind of club is it?
It's a restaurant in Connecticut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's it. So I have my guys.
You have your fellas, huh?
Yeah, I have my
Now,
fellas.
you also do pretty well with the ladies as well.
Yes, I do. Not...
Yeah,
lately.
female bar groupies?
No.
Girls that are always showing up at the bar regularly?
Actually, I think...
You lie.
We gotta start hanging out in this bar.
Yeah, you guys should come around. Yeah, I have one girl pursuing me.
Really?
Yeah.
Lumberjack shirt, is that her? Oh, by the way, already a show on Nickelodeon, Gay Parents Raising Kids, by Rosie O'Donnell, already has moved over into that. Yeah. Took her no time at all before she wanted to be, preached to us.
Nickelodeon said they took over 100,000 emails saying, don't do this. Nickelodeon is a safe haven for our kids.
Well, apparently those emails all came from the same church group, though.
Oh, okay.
So they're just running it over and over.
So it's Big Linda Ellerby and Rosie O'Donnell.
That's a strange station for it to go on, too. Nickelodeon and
God, you even talk like Lindsay.
I don't know who Lindsay is.
The one with the weird hair?
Great.
She doesn't have weird hair. No. She's hot. Lindsay was hot.
No, she was a cutie.
Yeah.
No, she was. She wasn't.
Remember when her friend committed suicide, Fez?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I know who it is.
No, she's cute.
And she had that great raspy voice.
Yeah.
Right, the smoker voice.
Yeah.
I get those on the weekends.
Smoker voices?
Mm-hmm. It's bad. Sometimes I lose my voice quite often.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to leave here. We'll do a mystery date next week. Tonight we'll leave here. I'll grab a couple 8 balls and some porno tapes, and we'll just relax over at my house.
Sounds like a plan.
See what we can do.
Sounds good.
See if we can just relax for a while.
I am wearing the Rockstar T-shirt.
Yeah, Big Daddy Rockstar.
Just like Lindsay wore.
A shirt that says Big Daddy. It's very weird today, the term Big Daddy. Every time I turn around, I hear it today, Fez. Here's
Guess who's back from vacation?
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Tom.
what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might be a good candidate, man. I called in before you were going to do the whole mystery date thing.
Oh, you just went to talk to Myra?
Yeah, you guys actually have met me before, too.
Where at?
I was on there to spank a chick named Rachel once when you were on Days.
Oh, yeah, I remember Rachel. We did a spanking show a long time ago. It was the Spanking Club of New York.
Oh, right, okay.
And the problem is they take so long before they spank.
Why?
I don't know. They want to have role play and
the
what have you been
anticipation.
doing? And there's all this stuff. I'm like, whack that ass. And they got mad at us because we don't. That's the problem with any kind of dominatrix. They have to completely be in control or they go running out of here crying. What's that, Tom?
They thought we were degrading it.
Right. I thought degrading was the whole thing about spanking.
Of course.
You degrade a little bit. You're sorry, bitch. You tired down.
Dominatrixes, they just can't take it. They can dish it out and they can't take it.
So, Tom, we'll do the mystery date another time with Myra.
All right. I'll keep my ear out.
All right. Keep your ear out.
One guy called Joey Ramone in here one night.
Well, that was Opie, and he's,
She almost turned over the foosball table.
Opie can be a little mean, and he made the dominatrix cry. And I'm going, Opie, who can make a dominatrix cry? But I guess no one wants to be called Joey Ramone. Even Joey Ramone
didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't crazy about it. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Their poor mother. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know what this girl's talking about. I saw her at the Friday Night of Fights. I couldn't take my eyes off her.
You know, what is it, Myra? Are you one of those beautiful girls who pretends you don't know?
No, that's so not. I mean, you could ask. She's my best friend, and I'm
Robin's your best friend?
Yeah,
oh, Robin.
I thought I was. I thought I was your best friend. Now it's Robin.
I thought I was your best friend.
No, you could ask her. I'm really not like that. I'm really not like
You got to let me know when this is, because I definitely want to get a shot at her.
What do you mean shot at?
I'm stuck with
a shot at the contest.
Earl's your best friend.
Definitely like to get a
Hawk
shot
is best
at her.
friends with Rory. All right, let's settle everything down. Earl, you're my best friend. Fez, your best friend with some lint.
What?
And Hawk and Rory are best friend. Joe, maybe it should just be Joe.
That sounds good.
Just go ahead and give it to Joe.
Did I meet you, Joe?
No, you didn't meet me.
Oh, you're one of those shy guys that hang.
See, that's what I need. I need a guy who's gonna just come, shake my hand, and be like, "Hi,
how are you?"
Yeah.
I was worried about that. I was worried about it until she said the shake your hand part.
Hey, you like radio?
She's being
good-handed. There were too many people to fight off to get to you.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, stop it. See, you're acting too timid. She wants a badass man.
Right.
Right.
In the meantime, Allie's getting mistaken for Lady Di. Count your blessings, Nurse Myra.
All right, Joe, we'll be doing this soon, okay?
Are we doing it to me?
No, not tonight, because we don't have enough time, and Myra deserves, the full push here.
Right, everyone's attention.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, I live in Connecticut. I want to know where this girl works. She didn't say the name of the joint.
You don't want to say it, do you?
I don't think I should. I have.
Oh, come on. I'm in Fairfield County. Are you in Fairfield County?
Actually, yes.
Oh,
all right, so just keep looking.
I can't. I'm sorry.
What nights do you work, Byron?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You know, most people, and that's the only job you have. You make enough money Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yes.
What about the
Hookers have to work more than that.
We were mistaken for
We're
those
slaving.
tonight.
How could you not be?
Slaving in here.
What's the name of the town?
Stanford.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
You got to leave it at that.
I would love to, because especially the fact that we're having a party on Thursday, but I can't.
And Vince McMahon's going to be there.
No.
You'll just have to go to every bar.
Thursday they watch SmackDown.
You're killing me. Killing me.
I'm sorry.
So we know that much about it. Let me ask this. Last night at that bar, or the other night, a guy didn't come in with a gun and a samurai sword and start pouring gas on people, did he?
No.
All right, so it narrows it down. It's not that bar.
No, it's not.
That was scary. That was like 5 blocks from where I live.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Yes.
All right, we got to take a break. I'm trying to check this out. Somebody we know is going to be on that Nickelodeon show.
Really? It's called My Family is Different. Boy, howdy.
Helen claims that she's on that show. She just emailed.
Helen?
Yeah.
How?
Why would she be on that show?
How many broads have you seen her with? She does pretty okay.
Great. Big Linda Ellerby's going to make Lene cry when they snatch her wig.
All right, we'll come back. Let's try to get a hold of Helen. Also, Nurse Myra's here, Robin's here, that we're going to hang out with them. Just a laid-back night tonight. 877-692-1027. And, girls, go eat some Two Boots pizza.
Yeah, we got 2 boots.
All right? It's the best pizza in the world. You're on Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW and EW.
After O&A, don't dare miss Ron and Fez.
Scheduled to appear.
Annoying British guy, Hugh Grant.
Retarded power couple, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Plus, Cardinal Egan names all the bad briefs.
Ron and Fez, you gotta hear this.
Guests of the Ron and Fez Show, subject to change without notice.
1027 WNEW.
All right, so that sounds like a great show tomorrow night.
I can't wait.
That's going to be excellent. Hope nothing changes.
Hey, Keith, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, Keith,
All
what can we
right,
do for
guys.
you?
Hey, buddy.
Well, I wanted to call in about the Nickelodeon problem that, hit the news today.
You think it's a problem?
Absolutely. I used to watch Nickelodeon all the time when I was a kid, and never a problem. I'm a sociology major, and to even have the show air is just unbelievable as far as I'm concerned.
What is your problem with a show about gay parents on Nickelodeon?
Well, my problem is that, especially in the changing times of today, where 1 out of 4 kids has a single parent at home, and you increase that rate by bringing in, 2 parents of the same sex.
How are you increasing?
On a kid's television.
All right, hold on. How are you increasing single-parent homes if you're talking about gay people with children?
Well, think about the rate of divorce. I mean, with the rate of divorce so high, people that remarry, there's certainly a percentage of people that remarry into a same-sex relationship. So, and then you're going to have kids who are part of a previous marriage who are now included within, that same-sex marriage. And, it really just brings a whole new set of, a whole new set of information to the board.
You understand at all, Fez?
He's saying that heterosexual couples get divorced and get into same-sex marriages.
Do you think that's why people are getting divorced?
No, I don't think that's why people are getting divorced, but it's just, it's information that it's too early to be fully researched yet, and, especially to tell what the impact on the child is going to be. I was reading in an article about Nickelodeon today that they broke down the Monica Lewinsky thing with the children. They dissected it according to what the article said.
I never heard about that.
Yeah.
But I think kids need to know.
Maybe so. But to broadcast it on a kid show, that's a little bit ridiculous.
Well, what time is this gay parent show running for?
I think it was on tonight at 9.
Yeah. So 9 o'clock is pretty late at night for a kid to be watching TV all by itself. Himself.
And it's a bunch
herself.
And it's a bunch of kids sitting around with Linda Ellerby and Rosie O'Donnell, right?
Oh,
There's actually kids on the show.
Out of all the 2 people to be sitting down with.
Who should they be sitting down with? Pam Anderson?
Might help. But
I don't know. I just don't think it's the right idea, and especially if they're putting it at 9 o'clock.
All right, so people want to talk to you, okay, Keith?
Sure.
All right, here is, and by the way, our friend Helen already emailed us, Fezzy, and said she's going to be on that show.
Telling Helen.
Yeah. Eric, you had a question for Keith?
Go ahead,
Hey,
Eric.
Ron, hey, Fez.
Hey, buddy.
I got a real problem. So what, if I divorce my wife, I'm going to turn into some rope-swallowing fag?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Yes, you said that he is. You said Eric will be a rope-swallowing fag if he divorces his wife.
This guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. That's
You know what?
why he's a sociology major.
It always
he
seems
hasn't
to me-
even gotten a degree yet.
Every
and if
time
this
I-
is what you're going to do your term papers on, you're going to be taking more of my tax money, you unemployed retard.
Oh, please.
He's right
Speaking
there,
of which,
Keith.
How's Al? Never mind.
How could he possibly tell me that? You can't factor in, especially the way society is today, that people who are going to divorce, that a certain percentage of them
So what
are
you're
gonna
saying
remarry
is if you
into-
break up with your wife, you're going to turn into a fag then?
What?
I'm not saying I'm going to turn into
What
a
is
fag,
this
but I'm saying-
percentage of heterosexual couples that break up end up in same-sex relationships?
It's like the whole, staying in the closet for 10 years and then...
So you'd rather have the guy in the
husband says,
closet?
oh, well, guess what?
Listen, I'm sure there's plenty of other people that want to rip into this idiot, so I'm out.
Every time I get divorced, I go after more Poonie, but that's me. I'm old school, all right? I'm
No
from the
doubt
suburbs.
about it. But it's still...
It's only a matter of time, Ronnie. You're going against the statistics there.
Statistics.
Well, like I said, it hasn't been...
All right, Keith, I can listen to you all night, but I'm not a professor and I don't have to. I'm paid not to. Hey, Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
guys.
Yeah.
Listen, I totally disagree with the guy about the turning gay just because of the parents getting divorced. But I gotta say, you guys will tend to disagree with people when it comes to the subject of gay people.
We do not.
No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true.
I think that you would, only because of the fact that you're behind a radio station.
No, that's not true. I have a best friend who's gay, who's not come out of the closet yet.
Who's that?
I don't want to say.
Is it Hawk? It's Hawk, isn't it?
No, but he works very close to Hawk.
Really?
Did you see what we're saying, Joe?
Well, I don't know. I just, like the other radio stations, the other people on your radio station
Yeah.
will do that. They'll say, there's nothing wrong with black people, there's nothing wrong with gay people.
Yeah, and what they're really thinking is that there's something wrong with blacks and gays. That's what they're really thinking. They just don't want to say so, Fez, just to disagree with people.
Just a rabble-rouse, really.
I'm sorry if I'm disagreeing with you guys. I love you guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, we can all agree on that.
And secretly, Fez hates blacks and gays.
I don't know, guys. I just
Especially
feel
black
whoever's on the
gays.
radio,
Sometimes they
whoever's
just
on
want
the
to make a
radio-
jack.
whoever's on the radio is not gonna say, I'm a gay person hater, or I don't like gay people. I just don't think they're gonna do that because half the audience could be gay, and then you're gonna lose that half.
God, it's a dumb night tonight.
We've had two callers who have claimed the entire population is gay.
No, I didn't say that.
You said half the people that listen to radio are gay.
Let's just say, you know that if you say that you don't like gay people, you're gonna lose them.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Why do you hate gay people? I don't understand.
I know.
So what are you talking about?
Didn't he just say he hates them?
He says that we honestly do, but we just can't say.
That we're secretly, as he put it, gay people haters.
Weirdo.
Jason, you're on Run and Fez.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to compare the show. It's definitely going to be, fall on the ass over there. Compared to, My Two Dads when Paul Reiser was banging that other dude. That show went nowhere.
It's My Two Gay Dads.
My Two Gay Dads,
My
right.
two nads.
Very good, fellas.
All right,
Take
so,
care, buddy.
yeah, Nick at Night.
I think they're changing that to Dick at Night. I'm not sure after
I'll
this
watch
special.
it then.
I'm not sure.
Happy Gays is coming on at 10 o'clock.
Nice.
Monday, Tuesday, Happy Gays. Wednesday, Thursday, Happy Gays. Your weekend comes.
Your boyfriend hums?
All right.
Let's not even touch different strokes.
Exactly. Different strokes.
Nurse Myra climbs the comedy pyramid. I'm so impressed with you.
Now,
Good.
Did you ever watch the Dick and Dyke show that comes on late at night there on
that's
Nickelodeon?
good.
It's good.
That's
a good show.
That comes on right after I Love Lucy and Tina and Patty and Erica. It's a good network.
What night's the Beaver on there on Nickelodeon?
Loving the Beaver.
Oh, Beaver. I watch Gayberry RFD on there, but it's not as good as it used to be.
And, of course, the Honey Munchers.
And just Laverne and Shirley.
That one really doesn't even need to be changed, does it? Just Laverne and Shirley, there they are.
Leave it at that.
Shlemiel Shlemazel.
The big L stands for lick.
877-692-1027.
Tonight on Nickelodeon, it's Gatewatch, and should be fun.
Right after Pork and Mindy.
Here's Pork and Mindy. That's a cute one.
You girls need to stop in all the time. Robin and Nurse Myra here.
I need some feedback. It's Pantera says, how about make room for Daddy, little boy? Make room for Daddy. In your ass! Because I said it off mic.
That's how it works.
Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Anthony.
Buddies and hello, ladies. What's going on?
Hello.
Right on. I love it. I love it. How about my favorite gay classic TV show, $3 Bills Company? Come on.
That's cute. That's a good one. $3 Bills Company. Here's Sam. Sam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Side holder 11357. I enjoy watching the XXX Files.
Oh, that's nice. Triple X Files.
I'm out.
Hey, Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, Tommy?
Hey, Tom.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Listen, you can't tell me that, this crap is normal where Rosie O'Donnell's going to try to push your issues of gays should be able to adopt kids. It's not going to stop with just gays. Now it's transgender, bisexual, women who want to dress up as men who want to dress up as women, and they have to totally be accepted.
Women with the Annie Hall look shouldn't have kids?
Listen, man, in all seriousness, where does it end? The two girls in there, do they claim that they're lesbians or bisexual?
Just bi.
All right, they're bi. I mean, honestly, what does that mean? All that crap is they've seen it growing up now because it's it's cool to be go with another chick and crap.
I don't think it's cool at all. I don't think I thought I was a lesbian.
I do. I think it's so cool, and I haven't since I was 14.
Yeah, okay.
No.
What is it? I guarantee you'll marry a man and have a kid. You'll forget all about this little experiment.
Then why worry about it? Why not? Why worry about it?
It's because they're making it like it's so normal now. Like on the show the other day, the best kiss between two guys. I mean, honestly, my brother's gay. I don't have nothing against gays. Listen to me.
So it runs in the family.
Let's be serious for a second. I don't have anything, you're gay or whatever. But even my own brother said, if gays shouldn't act like it's totally all right to, adopt kids and raise them as if you got two mommies and two daddies and crap. It's just not normal, and you know it.
You know what's really not normal?
Right?
No, relax.
Go ahead.
The most abnormal thing I could think for a kid would be my parents. I wouldn't put that on anybody. Then until I slept over somebody else's house and saw their parents. It's the nuttiest thing. Parents suck. Why not let gay people? They're not going to do any worse than my folks. They couldn't possibly.
877-692-1027.
Just enjoy yourself. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Tommy.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Go ahead, buddy.
I was wondering if you guys are going to watch the Wonder Quiz.
On Nickelodeon, yeah, I will watch Wonder Quiz.
Yo, can I get a Take It Easy, Clarky?
Take it easy, Clarky. Shh. Kids, be quiet. My favorite show's on. Wonder Quiz. Lend me your ears. I don't remember what happened that summer. I got the rusty trombone, but... Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, hi, Beans.
High beams.
How about a couple of my favorite shows? One Gay at a Time.
Oh, yeah, that was a good show. One Gay at a Time.
Or the Gady Bunch.
The Gady Bunch.
Thanks a lot, guys.
That's it.
And have some balls.
Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Tonight on Nickelodeon, I Dream of Weenie.
I'll watch that show. I will watch that show.
I would, but I get worried about what they do with the bottle.
Oh, Lord.
Just don't worry. Just enjoy.
My brother's gay. It makes me crazy.
Johnny Hardrock, my buddy.
Master.
What's up, boys?
Hey,
Johnny.
My favorite gay TV show?
Yeah.
The Gay Team. Mr. T was great in that.
Mr. Teabag.
Take it easy, Clarky.
Take it easy, Clarky.
He's clever. He makes great burgers. Can't box worth a crap.
No,
but he's a
funny.
nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy. Tim, you're on Fez.
Yes, I have a new show.
Yeah.
It's on tomorrow at 9 o'clock. It's called Dyke Rider.
Dyke Rider. I'm going to watch that on Nick at Night, or Dick at Night as it's now known.
Good one.
Maybe this is a way to actually make the kids listen to you. Make them watch that show, and make your children watch that show tonight with Rosie O'Donnell.
Right.
And then look at them and just say, look, if you keep acting up, Daddy's going to suck a D. How's that?
Right.
All right? You going to keep playing games around here?
Put them right in front of the TV set, couple inches away. Make them look at Linda Ellerby and Rosie O'Donnell and say, is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Craig, you're on Fez.
Hi, Craig.
What's up, boys? 14220. Says you like this one. You got the theme song already planned, I'm sure. The
What's that?
Fags of Life.
Ah! That's Fezzy's, that's your Facts of Life, your favorite show of all time, Fez.
I love that
A show you never can get enough of.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. And now he's saying on Dick at Night, it could be the Fags of Life, you see. I even know that makes some people so furious, guys who have gay brothers, so furious.
They're just angry about it.
Their main character,
Right.
Tootie.
Tootie. What's
Good
that tell you? Nothing like that show.
I'll tell you what, me and my little brother, we used to love that show.
Sure, you never missed it.
We even sang the theme song.
Oh.
All the time.
How did that go?
It was the best. You take the black, you take the white, you take the fat, you take the dyke, and what do you got? The facts of life. There's a tough lesbo named Joe who show a tendency she knows about the facts of life. The facts of life, where the plates are always clean. As the girls bust out their seams, you find out the facts of life. The facts of life are all about food. Food. I hope the retard comics on tonight when I'm watching the facts of life. Watching the facts of life.
Nice, Fez.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You used to do that when you were a little kid?
Oh, yeah.
And now that you're 57, you're still doing it.
The classics never get old.
Fez, tell me what this name is on line 3.
On line 3, it's Esh.
Esh, you're on Fez.
Yeah, it's Esh. Sorry about that weird name. Card holder never got a card because Al never sent it.
Well, those days are over.
I love watching SpongeBob No Pants on Nickelodeon. And I wanted to ask a question. Fez, were you involved in a breakup? And according to Keith, that's why that explains a lot about you?
In the what?
You were in a breakup recently, and according to Keith, statistics show.
Oh, okay, so you're doing a callback.
Yeah, you should have stopped with the SpongeBob, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
SpongeBob No Pants killed. But then, calling back a joke from 6-7 guys ago.
From a color we really didn't care for.
Yeah, Anthony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Anthony.
It's
up,
Ron and the
buddy?
Singing Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
How about, did you see that new show on Nickelodeon called Who's the Boss, Bitch?
Who's the boss, bitch?
Angela, Sam doesn't want to go to college.
That's a good impression.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
That was Danny Pintero I was doing.
Alan, you're on Ron and Fez.
I got a classic Nick and Knife show for you guys. Hogan's Homos.
Isn't that also the name of the NWO? Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, buddy? 6310. Hoo-ah! Yo, what about those at 1 a.m., the back-to-back family buys?
Family buys.
And also that show in the bar in Boston, Queers.
Yeah. Instead of Cheers. That's good. It's good stuff. See, we can have a little fun with it, Fez. But it took Rosie O'Donnell no time to start preaching, did it?
No. She went right out. She went right for it. She got a group of kids surrounding her, sitting on the floor looking up to her.
Some mommies like to munch.
Oh my God.
I wonder if she had mommy and more mommy. If her more mommy was on with her.
I saw she's even more than more mommy. Here's Diane. Diane, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Diane.
On.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
How about Gay Arnold or Malcolm in the Middle?
All right, hold on. What's Gay Arnold?
That's a cartoon. It's Hey Arnold.
Oh, okay. That's good. All right.
Hey, football head.
Yeah. And what else, Ed?
Or Malcolm in the Middle. You don't need to change it at all.
It could be Malcolm in the Middle.
Of my ass!
All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to stick with that until it starts getting laughs. I really am. That's the thing I think I got to do is just keep driving it, Fez, and not stop.
Well, yeah, you're going to perfect it.
Thank you.
And, people are going to catch on. But it is, the repetition.
All right, tell Helen told us she was on this show tonight, Fez.
On the Rosie O'Donnell, Linda Ellerby, Nick at Night. My family is strange.
Right.
People are strange special.
Also starting the music of the Doors. Helen, congratulations. We're very excited for you.
Hi, boys.
Hi, Helen.
Well, don't you think that this really just had to, be told to children after, they would just kind of find out on their own anyway? I mean, kids today are, so mature at such a young age.
Your kid gets up in the middle of the night on a Saturday, and she's seeing it all. And crying.
Yeah, but you know what? It's so true. I mean, just exactly what Ronnie said. It's a matter of, you watch your parents grow up and, when you're growing up and you see a really miserable environment and, what's wrong with people who want to be happy and stay in a relationship, not necessarily become divorced and, broaden their horizons. I mean,
You're living like a porn queen.
No, it's not a porn queen. It's just I'm living happy. I'm living happy.
What is your lifestyle like at home?
Well, Mikey and I we kind of have an agreement that we do everything pretty much. The other person has got to know what's going on. There's no secrets, but we have a very different relationship, and a lot of people don't understand it.
Renee has two mommies.
Really?
Mm-hmm. At least.
Lene cried because she saw another woman trying to grab Helen's crotch wig.
She has a lot of aunts, but...
A lot of aunts. Yeah, no kid should think about their parents having any kind of sex. I still can't stomach the thought of my folks doing it.
Well, actually, I know I told you this before, but I had a difficult time conceiving her. And
there was a chick in the way.
We met this lovely girl, and she came into our lives. She came into our lives.
Not just in your life, but in...
I've got some interesting stains to show you.
Oh, God.
But anyway, she really, I don't know, for some reason, after we met her, I became pregnant, within a week.
Really?
And, yeah. I became...
Like you went on banging her.
Did she have a pud?
No, she was actually very, very hot.
Great.
And she really got us going, I guess, at the right exact time. It was nonstop. We were jackrabbits. But we decided, actually Mikey decided because he loved her so much.
You loved her?
He loved her. He just, thought she was just, the greatest. And she is. She's just a wonderful gal. But she's in Arizona. She's married, and she was married at the time. And her husband wasn't involved.
Do you say all this on the show?
What?
This is all on the Linda Ellerby show?
No, it'll be on the next one, but I'm not going to get into all that. No, I'm not going to get into all that. But anyway, her middle name is named after this girl.
Oh, Lene's.
Yeah. So,
it's Ellerby.
Lene Ellerby Papadopoulos.
But... it's just, that's something that I'm going to have to explain to her. I feel like I'm obligated to. Well, because she's smart. She sees the difference in our family than other families.
Oh, God.
I know that she does, and I don't do things in front of her. It's not like that. It's just, you know, again, Hooters is like a family place for us. That's, you know, Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, she gets the coloring book.
Flash Dancers is a family place for you.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, we're very...
Lene had her 3rd birthday party.
Well,
at Privilege.
Yeah, actually, well, think about the 6th birthday party. Can you hook us up? But I just think that the kids are more aware now than ever. I don't think that it's necessarily people are becoming divorced and you know, marrying same sex or whatever. That's nonsense.
Well, that's a ridiculous theory.
But then again, although I must say, this is the one thing I have to say, and it's the God's honest truth. If I were to ever get divorced, I would not remarry another man.
What would you do? Go with an animal or?
No.
I don't know. I mean, what's left for you?
A bowl of mashed potatoes. What's left?
You got to leave the species. What are you going to do
I'm
here?
already with an animal. No, I think that.
You know, Helen, just talking to you for 5 minutes makes me want to turn Republican. You've turned me around completely on this.
Why?
No, I'm only kidding, honey.
But you know, I don't know. That's how I feel. I just feel like. You know, our relationship and our home is a little different than the next guy's, but you know what? It's happier. And it's not the way that I grew up, and I grew up in a very disturbed family environment.
Yeah. Well, we'll be taking the same call from Renee one day.
All that damn heterosex going on.
Helen, I give you so much credit for doing what you do.
Thank you, Myra.
You're welcome.
I have Myra's support. I know that.
Yeah,
Of course you do. Look at Myra.
I totally admire it. That's exactly what I want.
Myra.
She wants, yeah. And Mikey's willing to give that to you, Myra.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Right now, if you drive over. Wake Lene up and you share bunk bed. Thanks, honey.
Okay, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Myra.
That's telling Helen.
Yeah, there she goes.
She's going swinging. She went down swinging, Ronnie.
That whole family goes down swinging.
That kid screams when she sees a fat guy get his wig taken off.
Yeah, right.
Lord knows what horrors she's seeing there at home.
Meantime, Daddy's got a bicycle built for 8. If that means anything. You love that, though, huh, Myra?
Wants to know why there's a swing set in Mommy and Daddy's room.
You know, this would actually make a good show one night. Although we're almost at the end of this one. But has anyone ever known of a long-term menage-a-trois relationship? It always seems like, it was a one-nighter or a couple times. But has anybody ever made a go out of it? Because let's face it, gay relationships, they're accepted in this country. Most, you know, yes, you're going to get mixed marriages are accepted. But have any 3 people ever made it work for a while?
That's a good question.
Myra, you've been in a few relationships.
Oh, well,
like that,
I'm
right?
just trying to think. Like, the last relationship I was in was about 3 years. And 2 out of those 3, I was seeing another girl with my boyfriend.
Both of you together?
Yeah.
And how long was that for?
2 out of the 3 years we were together.
This would make a good show.
Right. Because right now, all I can think of is Sonny, Cher, and Chastity.
No, they were a family. Chastity was the daughter.
You're kidding me. Then no, I got nothing.
Rory gave me a thing. Stephen Baldwin did a movie called Threesome, and they were around a while. I'm not talking about a movie.
What are you, gay Randy now?
If I said to you, hey, have people worked out jetpacks? Are you going to hand me, oh, yeah, Minority Report does it.
Yes.
I'm talking real life.
Django Fett had one.
No, but it's got to be based on some real life events. That's
Name one. That's all I'm asking for.
I don't know, but I'm saying there's got to be someone who's had
I agree with you.
How stupid did Al beat you?
I agree with you, but we need facts. Not a Stephen Baldwin straight-to-video movie.
Quit using this show to hit on Stephen Baldwin.
Is that redundant if I say Stephen Baldwin straight-to-video?
A little bit.
I want this one straight-to-video. Get me Baldwin. No, not Alec. Stephen.
877-692-1027.
Joe, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Roseanne, Tom Arnold, and their girlfriend. They all live together. They're all married. They were on, like, news together.
No, I thought she went on. I thought Tom went off with the girl and it broke up the marriage.
That was, like, that happened eventually, but for a while they were doing it together. Come on, it was on TV and everything. Everybody knew that.
All right, let me ask this. Is Andy Dick in some sort of weird thing like that?
I'm sure, but I don't know what it is. But I'm willing to bet it's a weird thing.
Where he's living in the house with his ex-wife and...
But I'm saying that they're all together in a relationship. I know people, no,
that's what I'm wondering, if that's a relationship he's in. Because I thought I heard him say they were still doing it or something.
Hey, Anthony, around Ron and Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
What's going on? What's going on, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Ladies, what's happening?
Hi.
The most famous one of all, man, in the comedy world, Kinnison, had 2 girls for years.
Yeah, but here's the deal. One of the girls didn't know it. So that's, one of the sisters didn't know.
But wasn't it for a while that him and he would live with both of them, though?
Yes,
really?
but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real relationship where both, all the people are together.
What about me and the 2 ladies in the studio right now? We'll make...
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Gabe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Gabe.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my best friends in middle school had mom and his real dad, and then he had 2 sisters, and their dad. They all 3 parents were together.
All right, hold on. Now this is the kind of story I want to hear. So the 2 dads,
right,
lived with the one mom.
Right.
Did the 3 of them share a bed?
There were 2 bedrooms, and the way my friend made it seem to me is that sometimes the mom stayed in one bedroom and sometimes she stayed in the other bedroom.
Did you ever go over there?
Yeah, I was over there all the time.
Spend the night?
What was that like?
They were really cool. They're kind of nerds. They were all into, like, Star Trek and stuff. But they weren't bad.
This is a relationship of the future.
So he had 2 dads.
Yeah, essentially.
And it worked out okay.
Yeah, everybody seemed happy.
All right, thanks a lot, Gabe.
All right, guys.
All right, so this would be an interesting show, Fezzy. I want to do this one, Roy. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Tom.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, there's this porno star from, like, the 70s and the early 80s named Nina Hartley. She was in Boogie Nights, too.
Yeah, we met Nina Hartley years ago.
Yeah, she's been in, like, a 3-way for, like, 22 years or something.
Now, with a girl and guy?
Yeah.
And it's worked out?
So far.
Do porno stars count, though?
Yeah, porno stars are human.
They're not robots.
Well, no, not that they're...
You didn't think for a minute that they were cyborgs, did you?
I did think they were cyborgs.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going, guys? How's it going, lady?
Hey. Hi.
Isn't Jenna Jameson and, like, Nikki Tyler living with Jenna's husband, and they go and stay in hotels together? I was listening to a radio show the other morning. He spends the summers at Nikki Tyler's house with the kids, and they call her Aunt Nikki and everything.
This I don't know about.
I don't know.
They spend the summers together, and the husband doesn't care. He just kind of...
I think eventually we'll do a show on this, because I like the topic.
And we'll try to figure our way through all these relationships.
And we'll try to do more non-porn stuff if we can. Because I'm sure porn stars are open to it.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean that they were cyborgs. I just meant that they would be more open to it.
No, you meant cyborgs.
Well, I do like robots.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Because I heard you say cyborgs.
Robot.
Transformers.
We'll take... no, we're not taking a break. We're actually taking a long break till tomorrow at 7.
20-hour break.
So sit here until tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
And we'll be right back.
Robin, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
We'll do a mystery date with you guys real soon.
Good.
All right, we'll make sure we get your pictures up on the site.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks again. 2 Boots Pizza on Avenue A.
You.
The best pizza in New York City.
Yeah, they are the best. Nobody like 2 Boots.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock, right after O&A.